lies.
So it's not anything like a religion like in Catholic Church or Christianity or anything like that, where that's like a
once you sign in, you really
practice
sign in.
That's right, it is.
So many black people, or people in general, are just so indoctrinated with the book, and you know they believe in their pastor,
Right.
preacher.
Yeah, and they don't read the book.
Yeah, they don't actually read the book. They take it for face value. That's why they just don't brainwash.
Right.
I'm a seeker. I see all of it.
Well, you know, you can't seek all religions. That's gonna jack you up, man. You know, you gotta seek the truth.
Yeah. I'm a seeker of the truth. Therefore, you must know all religion. So you must know all religion. For me, that's me personally.
Okay.
I like to know all religion.
Alright.
All religion is symbolic. That's why you know there's only one God.
Here, check it out. This is Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14. Alright. It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, carried about by every wind of doctrine. You know, so you're not supposed to be searching all these other religions. You're supposed to be seeking the one truth, because there's only one truth.
There's only one truth.
And everything else is a lie. So why would you want to seek them? I mean, it's good to know what other religions are coming from, but as far as seeking them and trying to gather and be a part of it, is that what you're saying?
No. Just having knowledge of every religion.
Well, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just so you know what you're competing against, but what you always go for the truth. You know?
Exactly. So you must know your enemy.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You must know your enemy.
Okay, I thought you were gathering yourself to, combine and seek all religions and learn from them, but just
Yeah, I mean, I do seek all religions to learn, but not to become hard.
well, most other religions ain't gonna teach you that, man.
It's all falsehood, not all falsehood.
It is all falsehood.
Some of them shoot.
Like what?
They put a twist on it. Some religions speak somewhat of the truth. Like, all the religions are symbolic. They use different words.
So like what religion that says some kind of truth?
Who's Esau?
Who is Esau?
Jesus.
So like what? No. Where's that in the scriptures? Who told you that?
Esau is not human.
No.
You must be talking about the Quran.
So who is Esau?
Yeah, the
talking about?
Yeah.
You say Esau in the Bible is the brother of Jacob.
Brother of Jacob.
Right.
So what name they use in Muslim terms for Jesus?
Esau.
That's Arabic, though.
Yeah, that's not his name. We speak Hebrew. We're Hebrew
His
Israelites.
real name is Hebrew.
The name of the Lord was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And what? That means that his language was what? Hebrew. He never spoke Yiddish. He never spoke Arabic. You know? He had a Hebrew name.
So what name do they call Jesus?
His name is Yahawashi. Well, the Bible, because the letter J only came around in the 16th, 17th century. So we know his name not Jesus. That's what these so-called white men depict him to be.
Exactly.
But what? The Lord himself, he was a Hebrew. So we go back to the Hebrew language. So you have to read the characters, and then you understand his name. And we're telling you his name is Yahawashi. The Yah means he, Yahawashi means savior, meaning he's savior or he deliverer. You said what?
Your name would be Yahawashi.
I told you, his real name is Yahawashi. You gotta
Gotta go to the concordance.
yeah. There's somebody going to concordance. It's like the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahawah. But do you know how to read Hebrew? Because then it's the same thing. If I'm showing you, you gonna see the characters, you're gonna be like, if you gotta understand, you gotta study Hebrew. You gotta study the characters so you can see it for yourself. Because I can show you, but then you're gonna say it's no difference than me just telling you. Because you don't even read, you don't know the language. So it's the difference. Because if I show you,
I want to see it. All right, go ahead.
Because wasn't the Bible, what was the Bible originally written in, though? Not English, of course.
The Bible wasn't written Hebrew.
All right, so his name, when his name comes across, it's going to be in
You ask me to show me the Bible.
In the Bible, what you mean like
In the Quran, what name will you use?
follow the Quran, so I can tell you.
You don't follow the Quran.
Oh, no, you only follow the Bible.
You don't follow the Bible. You don't follow the Bible.
Like you said, brother, before, we'll go into different religions, you know, just to pick it apart, so to speak, because this is the real true religion. No, well, sorry, this is the real truth.
What's the real? The Holy Bible.
Yes, the Holy Bible, of course. The fact that we're really Israelites, you're not going to learn that in the Quran, so there's no point in really giving yourself over to the Quran. Right, that's really for the damn Arabs, man. You know?
Okay, so here's Jesus right here, right? And it says, in the Greek, it's Iesus, right? Now, if you go to, up here, it says Iesus for Jesus, G2424, right? Now, it tells you the root word right there. It gives you the Hebrew characters, okay? Now, we're going to click on that, and we're going to go into it, right? These are the Hebrew characters of it. It's, and see, because there's no E, so you got to pronounce it correctly. It's Yahawashi, okay? You know, so that's, but in the Bible, it's going to say Jesus, but the letter J didn't come about until the early 1500s, okay? You know, and it means, which it's, you know, there's no E and there's no V in ancient Lashawan Qadash. So it's, Yahawah is salvation. That's what his name. Because if you go to, actually I have it here, I pulled it from here. Matthew chapter 1 verse 21, she shall bring forth and thou shalt call his name. It says Jesus there, right? It says, for he shall save his people from their sins. So that's what said Jesus. Okay? So that's the best way we can show you. We can't pull out a scripture in the Bible and say, oh yeah, it says Yahawashi. You know, it doesn't work like that. We have to go into the original language. Make sense?
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. It says,
wait a minute, did the Messiah come down and speak the Quran? Is the Quran is the gospel that he spoke of? It's not. So why worry about the Quran? Read that.
Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Right, now what's the book of the Lord? The Bible. Everybody knows that. Right?
No one of these shall fail.
No one of what though? The prophecies. That's what distinguishes the Bible from any other book. The Quran as well. It's prophecies. This Bible speaks of prophecies which are real, which actually come into pass as me and you speak. You know? Everyone know that. So read that again.
It says, no one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
None shall want her mate. None other book can measure itself to the Bible. Now the Quran clings on to the Bible and teaches, but the Bible doesn't on to the Quran. See, when the Quran they say, yeah, the Torah. So respect the Torah. But the Bible never tells you go respect the Quran. Go respect the Hadith. It never talked about that. Go ahead.
And it says, for my mouth it hath commanded, in his spirit it hath gathered them.
This nigga going down the wrong way. Yeah, one way street. Go ahead, read it again.
It says,
demon at the red light, you better go. Okay, go ahead.
It says, for my mouth it hath commanded, in his spirit it hath gathered them.
His mouth he hath commanded, and it's the spirit, which is the spirit is his word, which we understand is the Holy Spirit. In Hebrew it's called Rawchaa Qadash. Spirit holy, Holy Spirit. Now his mouth he hath commanded, because he uttered it, and then he said with his spirit he hath gathered. Who he gathered the elect. The 12 tribes of Israel. This is why we out here. These people on this sign, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. These are our true biblical nationalities. Now on this side, it shows you the actual slave names that was given to us when we was conquered by the so-called white man. And we say so-called white man because he's not white, he's red. You know? So the Lord said his spirit he has gathered. So he's going to gather the elect out of these people. These are the chosen people, but then it's a chosen within the chosen. Because not all these people going to wake up to the truth and obey by the Lord to get delivered. You see? You got something? Sure.
Yeah, this is I got one more scripture, brother. There's a second Peter chapter verse 20. It says, knowing this verse, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Exactly. So no prophecy of scripture is in any interpretation. Nothing is hidden. Well, nothing is spoken secretly. It's more now in the open. Now the Bible itself was actually locked at a point where our people couldn't understand, but now the Lord unlocked it through Yahawashi. And now in this age, we have the 100% truth.
James 12:10.
Hey, get that. We have 100% truth. We know who we are. We don't give a damn about these Edomites. We don't give a damn about how these people feel. We know exactly who we are. We know what we out here for. You know?
That's why we follow the Bible, is because of the prophecy, right? Now where in the Quran does it tell you about America being destroyed, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip? You know, these are things, that's why you should get out of that stuff and get into where the truth is at, where the book is, okay? So reading that again, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, okay? So man didn't write this book. Man wrote it, but man didn't write it. Check it out.
Meaning it was written by man, but it was inspired by the Most High. Yep. And that's why this book, even when you read in Proverbs, they like this, call it like philosophy. You know, Solomon was a wise man that wrote Proverbs. But guess what? His Proverbs and his sayings still resort to our everyday living today, which was written thousands of years ago.
Right? So the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit.
Noted the whole holy men. That's why it's the difference between our people. You have carnal, you have the carnalness of our people. They see things on carnal from the flesh, and then you got some men that are actually spiritual. Which the Lord said they're judged of no man. You know, a spiritual man judge of all things. You know, and that's a big difference. So, hey, it's the truth. You know, all that Esau, Jesus Christ, he the devil, man. We not calling him Jesus Christ. We know who he was. He didn't look like that on the ground. He was a so-called black man. And we're not saying that because we want him to be our complexion, but the scriptures tell us in Revelation the first chapter, in the 13th verse. It tells us also in Daniel 10 chapter 2. We're just stating facts, man. You know?
So you think that's how Jesus looked though?
Like this?
Yeah.
This guy's attractive.
Yeah. Hey,
This guy's white.
yeah.
What's on that chain though? What's on that chain though?
On this chain, look like it's gold. That's what it looked like. His face, dimple, I mean, a black man can do different color too.
Hey, you know what? Hey, get Romans 10:1 because I see like, you know, that to me I would never wear it because to me that, you know, each Lord being crucified. Because look, another thing, people wearing a crucifixion, that's a sign of death. Our Lord said he's the light. He's alive. So you should, in our mind, because we're wiser, that what? We don't want to wear anything that pertains to death. We're not on the left side. But that's just me. But I'm just, hey, you don't know about the truth.
I don't worship.
I know you don't worship it. You're just wearing it. But that just shows you our people are spiritual, man. Right. People are spiritual. Our people are spiritual, man. Matter of fact, Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not saying? You can bring that out now.
Romans chapter 10 verse 1. It says, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved.
Yeah, because Paul had a great, he had a heavy heart, and he had a sincere spirit, man, a driving spirit, a love that, no man could detach from the Lord, man. So read that again.
It says, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved.
That they might be saved. So Paul had a love for all the Israelites, man. wanted all us to be saved, man. Yeah, he wanted. Hey, sometimes, hey, when you sometimes, hey, we got a driving spirit on us to be in the spirit like Jeremiah. That they hate 2/3 of our people, but at times you be like, damn, I wish Jake could get along. I wish that he's supposed to be my people, man. Look at this nigga. He high on drugs, man. He a bump. Look at him.
Yeah.
Yesterday, man, this kid, I'm driving, and this young dude, man, got to be like 14 years old, man. A little heavy set, little big boy, riding on the bike and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this kid, he stopped the car. I didn't know what he wanted. At first, I ignored him because I'm like, yo, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But then he was like, I rode down the well, I said, what's up? He was like, do you have $1? And I'm like, damn. Like, where's his parents? Like, damn, this little boy out here begging. He only 14 years old. Damn. Felt sorry for him and shit at first. It was so happening so fast, I pulled off. I was like, nah, man, I ain't got it. Then I was like, man, hold up. Hit me. I drove back around looking for him, man. Trying to give him something, man. I was like, damn, man, that shit crazy, man. Yeah. But, hey, that's the Lord, man. And guess what? We ain't gonna cry.
They bring us something.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, the scriptures say, pray not for this people, man.
That's right. That's right.
And it be a lot of their parents be wicked as hell too. Like,
yeah.
Each kid's supposed to get a little fucking check from the government. So, neglected and shit, man. Hey, our people was fucked up, man. Some kids are just walking paychecks.
Yeah.
To their parents, man.
That's it.
And that's messed up. It says, verse 2. It says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High.
Hey, our people got a zeal for the Lord, man. Some of our people, that go into these churches, that's one thing you got to give them. They're going faithfully to these churches because they have a zeal for the Lord. But guess what? That's not the right Lord, though, that they're worshiping. Right. So go ahead,
It says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High,
right,
but not according to knowledge.
Not according to knowledge. Jeremiah 3:15. So I would give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. That's why we here, man. That's why we exist. This was our sole purpose, man. As long as we endure, all us brothers right here, all the way to the end, this is the reason why we exist. To do this work right now at this particular time in this season, man.
It says, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness.
And a lot of our people are ignorant. And ignorant means not knowing. Not knowing. Go ahead.
Oh, real quick. You said this is why we exist. Gotta bring this up. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
The whole duty of man. So our purpose is that, look, hey, we're telling you this truth for a reason. You came up here, I ain't know brothers chopping it up with you. Brothers breaking bread with you, breaking out the scriptures. This for a reason, man. Because guess what? None of our people is going to say they never this truth, man. We all got to come to see the Lord one day, man. That's why I don't pay to be evil, but it costs. It don't pay to be evil, but it costs, man. Yep. Go ahead,
So it says, Romans chapter 10, verse 3, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High.
Yeah, that's right. Our people have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High. You know why? Because they want to be told sooth things. They want to have things that feel good, man. That make themselves feel good. That's why they go into these harlot houses, which are these churches, all right, and go up there and just follow false traditions, man. Things that don't have any substance or merit behind it, man. They're just taking up space, man. Idle, man. So that's a false way. The Heavenly Father does not dwell in temples made with hands, man. Our people were told to come out onto the streets, in the marketplace, all right, and bring out the word, man.
You don't want that school, that college theologian, how you say it, analogy?
Philosophy.
Yeah, philosophy.
Yeah.
You don't want that theologian philosophy because that's a false philosophy, man. Right. All that these guys get, they claim that they have a good heart, they have a heart for the Lord. But guess what? Where do you learn that from? You learn in college, man. Yeah. What you going to college for? You go to these colleges to what? to further your career, what? Making money.
Oh, yeah.
So that you're saying to yourself, well, look, I'm gonna take this course because I figure I can do that, but I can make some money on the side, make a living. Right. Man, the Lord ain't told us to come out here and do this for filthy lucas, man. Yeah. He told us to do this because why? We got to bring the Lord is gonna bring back His people. We're doing this out of the will, the spirit of the Lord, first and foremost, but the sincerity of our spirits, man.
Hey, and I was mentioning before, theologian schools, things like that. It's a religion, and religion means to hold back. Hold back what? Your spiritual growth. Yeah. You know. So you can know all these scriptures, you can know history and all these historic accounts. All right, but you don't have the Holy Spirit with you. You know. That's why when the Lord came up to Nicodemus was a ruler of the Jews. He was a master in the law. He knew the law front to back. In order to be a ruler of the Jews, you have to know the scriptures front to back, man. For what? When Yahawashi told them you have to be, you have to be born again. You know what I'm saying? To get this whole to get this truth. You know, Nicodemus was like, wait a minute, I gotta crawl back up in my mother's vagina. You know, he knew the scriptures, but he didn't have the spirit. You know.
I got something. This is Sirach chapter 51 verse 23. It says, "Draw near unto me, ye unlearned, and dwell in the house of learning."
Right. So for all of you guys, even on the tube, man, you know, if you want to learn, you're supposed to draw to the Most High, man. Hey, when you're thirsty, you draw yourself some water. You draw yourself to the corner store to get some goddamn juice with some sugar in it, some artificial type of flavored juice. You know, so why not drink that water when you would never thirst again, man? Like Yahawashi said.
John 4.
Yeah. And that's this word.
I was thinking about that.
When I personal testimony, when I was in the world, man, I was one of them kids that always said, ask my pop, my grandmother, I asked them all types of questions, anything I can think of, I would just ask. You know, my aunt used to be like, you know, stop asking them stupid questions.
You're not
I would
stupid.
run right to my grandmother. And my grandmother shoot me off to my father shoot me back off to my grandmother. I was always asking questions, man. And I was thirsty, man, because I wanted to know how this thing worked. Why are we here? I remember being little. I was like 7 years old, and I remember this one time being in the house. I was sick, staying over to school, and I remember looking at my hands like, why am I here? Why am I here? Where was I at before this? These are things that was on my mind when I was little, man. You know, because why? You have that thirst, man. And then what? You get into that age when you start. The Lord had you, seeking His word, man. You go on every other video, you know. Then you start looking, going through the streets, seeing what men are teaching the truth.
So verse 24. Wherefore are you slow? And what say ye of these things? Seeing your souls are very thirsty.
Right, your souls are very thirsty, man. And guess what? You 2/3 of our people, they don't even acknowledge the Lord, man. They don't even consider. So guess what? There's a mass death that's coming, man. And none of the devil's gonna stop this truth, man. You know?
Yeah. It says, I opened my mouth and said, buy her for yourselves without money. Put your neck under the yoke and let your soul receive instruction. She is hard at hand to find.
Hey, what's that mean about buying without money? You know, that means you ain't gotta pay nothing, but you still gotta pay attention. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. You don't need money to pay attention.
Yeah.
But you got Nate over here charging $70 for the 12-charge breakdown. It's crazy. Word. It says, behold with your eyes how that I have had but little labor, and have gotten unto me much rest. Get learning with a great sum of money, get much gold by her. Let your soul rejoice in His mercy, and be not ashamed of His praise. Work your work betimes, and in His time He will give you your reward.
So He'll give us our reward, man. That's what we're waiting on, man. All these devils, they took down my channel and shit. And yeah, they gave me 2 strikes in 1 day. That's how I was attacked. I'm being attacked, man. And I already know it because even something else happened this morning that was spiritual, you know. I was able to go into YouTube on another different device, and I was able to look at my subscriptions who I was subscribed to. And I was able to, start getting them all back. All of a sudden, they blocked me out and said, you have too many subscriptions in a little time. Wow. And then when they finally released the block, and I went back on it to check, it said wait an hour. I waited like 30 minutes, came back. All of a sudden, I can't get back in to look at the rest of the subscriptions I was subscribed to. know. But hey, this all good because look, this truth is going out, man. You devils are hurt by this truth, man.
Yeah, right.
You ain't gonna stop it, man. Because guess what? The more you put in the fire, the more we get purified, man. You know, the more you make strong, man. You know, we're getting stronger, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahawah and Rawchaa, man. You know?
Hey, going to show, man, that the Lord is starting to take away his hand, man. All right? The famine of the word is about to come to this place, man.
Right.
And when that happens, that means repentance is shut for you 2/3 niggas, man. You know? All y'all, hey, we've been out here for long enough, man. We'll be out here, Lord's will, until the Lord takes us off the corner. For what? When it's time for us to come off the corner, you know, that's it, man. No more teaching the word, man. It's like with the 10 virgins, man. 5 were foolish and 5 were wise, man. All right. When the bridegroom comes, when Yahawashi comes, all right, all y'all gonna be running to the door talking about, yo, can we get some oil? And we're gonna say, nay, man. Go get your own oil, man. Go buy it from Nate, man. You know.
And then too, I'm gonna tell y'all brothers too, man. If y'all tuned in, you know, we all do this. All the brothers, you know, you'll copy and paste from somebody. You know, you see either might put up a video, then you'll copy, put on your page for your channel, because each channel carries a vibration, you know, and that's a vibration that the Lord put out there. If you in the truth, man, you know. And guess what? People see it. You have a different audience. So now, what happened, I believe, with me was breaking barriers. They have this what you call it, algorithm, and they place us all in the box. But it's possible you can break it, because if you tap into if the Nipsey Hussle.
So it was a keyword.
Nipsey Hussle keyword. All YouTubers that's out YouTubing for money and blogs, they use my name for money. So if that in your clickbait, so people don't want to. No, I was thinking at the time, thinking of taking, because this is attacking, you know, because with that people main hear what? Yahawashi, and they're gonna hear they're gonna be answered that what the reason for the cause of death, man, of your sins, man. Isaiah 58:1, cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, man. And that's what I was doing. You know, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. I had titled it, man. And then all of that, hell broke loose. They strike me for 2 videos. That's old. So all the videos, brothers, that you may have copied and pasted, they can actually go in there and say that the person, you have copyright material, so they can easily, and that's what they do. Instead of just taking it down, being the devil that you are, just take it down without a cause. They want to throw you little shit, and then they take it down and say, oh, that was the reason. Right. But it wasn't the reason. You was been plotting. You've been wanted to attack and take it down. You should have just took it down. But you gave me this bullshit reason as if I did something wrong. This is videos that was years old. One video was back in 2013. Right. And they got mad because I posted a video. I tried to post a video and show brothers, watch this video before they take it down. You know, look what they did. And I think they was mad at that. And then all of a sudden, I didn't get a 3rd strike. They just took my channel down. It was somebody mad. You know?
And so, you know, this truth is killing Esau, man. It's killing them. But like you said, man, you can't stop this word, man. Until the internet belongs to Yahawashi. It doesn't belong. It belongs to BaHaSham Yahawashi. It doesn't belong to you. All right. So this is Amos chapter 8 verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord."
You know, of hearing the word of the Lord. So it's gonna be a time you're not gonna be able to take this truth in. You're not gonna be able to watch a video. That's why the Lord said, when you seek the Lord, seek Him 10 times more, man. You know, you're supposed to go all in. You'll go all in when you're watching a rap video. You know, you sing every lyric to a song. Yo, you don't want Mr. B, all that bullshit, but when the song of the Lord starts playing, you don't want to hear it. You know?
That's an example of them casting the word behind them despitefully. Yeah. Right? Check this out. Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 8. Verse 9. It says, "They shall be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment." Man. You know, so you're gonna dwell in torments, man. What's that scripture in Isaiah? How my servant shall eat and you shall be hungry.
Oh, right.
You know, Isaiah 65. My servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. You know, and my servant shall cheer and be merry. All right, and you demons are gonna be.
How?
Vexation? For a vexation of spirit, man.
Yeah, I got you right here.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain.
Yeah, y'all are gonna be in a pitiful case, like in second Ezra, the 9th chapter, man. Go ahead.
It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
Yeah, Armageddon, mountain of troops, urban troops, UN coming in. They already surrounded Chicago. They can't wait to South Chicago and clear you out, man.
It could be the South LA after that little Nipsey Hussle thing, man. I heard a lot of people, they were saying that it was a government type of thing. And here it is, Esau's good for that.
Yeah.
Jake would be like, nah, it was a jealous rap nigga or whatever. But then again, you don't know, he could have been behind doors and Esau told him to do something. You know, unless they was just gonna lock him up anyway. You don't never know what these devils are doing in the dark, man. But the Lord know, you know. And then one guy was he was like, look, he said there wasn't no really mass violence. Things calmed down in LA with the gangs. But they want that to actually go on because now they can bring in the military. One guy was saying that they was already practicing drills going in and out the marketplaces, into the stores, man. So of course they want to regulate. So if they could get niggas to be niggas and hyenas, they could police, man. That's auto at KO, man. Yep. Problem, reaction, solution, man. Right. Damn devils, man.
That's right. I got something real quick. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11 says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices.
We ain't ignorant of his devices, man. Even to the smallest things, man. You know, we're not ignorant, man. We know through the spirit. We're spiritual men, man. You know, yeah, we see things. Everything don't have to be tangible evidence, man. You got to read between the lines. You got to read the spirit, man. You got to learn how to discern through the spirit, man. You know, so what we do as messengers, we prophesize. Habakkuk said, I'm gonna stand upon my watch and wait to see what he shall say unto me, man. He shall until he reprove me. That's an example of all the prophets, man. We're standing on the watchtower waiting to see what the Lord is gonna say, and then we report.
Hey, Habakkuk also said, write the vision, you know, and a vision isn't really tangible evidence, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a vision, man. You know, it's something that you can't explain, you know, but you just know it's true, man. You ever watch the movie with Denzel Washington, The Book of Eli? And he was like, he heard a voice, so he's like, so the girl asked him, he was like, so you, this whole time you never thought that he was lost? He was like, no. You know, like, you know, it's something in you that you just don't know. You just have the vision, man. That's right. You know?
And that's another thing, man. All of us brothers at GreatMillStone, man, I'm going to say this with confidence and humbleness, man. You know, Lord's will, you know, he has mercy on me. Hey, the brothers at GreatMillStone, we all got the vision, man. And that's the problem. Our vision is so on set with these devil's plans that they're aggravated. I'm not in your kitchen. I'm not eating food with you in your house. Yeah. I don't know what your woman look like. I don't know what your kids look like. Yeah. But I know one thing, when you turn on YouTube and you turn on to these videos, we're speaking of the things that you're doing, man. Yeah. And that's driving them fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. They're clean contrary.
Huh?
They're clean contrary to our doing.
Yeah. The Lord said in Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon, he said we were made to reprove their thoughts, man. I don't know you, man. But I do know the Lord's Spirit when I hear it. You know?
Oh, that's Isaiah 30. That's your head word behind you.
Oh,
and
nice.
saying, walk ye in it.
Yeah. And all of us brothers heard the word. That's why we in it, man.
Oh,
you know?
Oh, yeah. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 14. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
Even to behold.
And that's why you take down your channels, man. You know, we know there's a spiritual reason behind it. You can put out a certain system, you can put in certain laws and penalties, but we understand the spirit behind it, man. You know, we understand your motives, man. You know, with these videos surfacing, what brothers you gotta realize is that these videos are so devastating that they're trying to shun them away take them out of the algorithm. If I'm saying that right. I'm bad with words. Word, not, you know. But they want to take certain old videos and basically not make them part of the algorithm, man. You know, so that we can't see this actual footage, you know, video. It's really edification to prove the fact of RFID microchips, man. Not just that, but proving that they are the Esau Edomites, man. The so-called white man, and many other things, man. You know, hey, you know, the people, you got Esau himself. You have these other nations. You got people that know that the government is wrong, so they find things, they look up stuff. They're putting out information, man, not knowing that that's the work of the Lord to actually bring down Esau, man. And they don't want certain videos to resurface, man. They want to take them videos and get on with them because new videos, everybody's doing videos every day on the tube, man. There's so much folly on there. They can't believe that there's an actual channel for truth. You know? Yeah, guys,
Probably go back to that. Go back in.
Oh, done. Isaiah chapter 65 and 12. Therefore, I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
That's right.
Because when I called, ye did not answer.
Yeah.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Yeah, you chose that wine, that philosophy of Esau, being a theologian, man, being a Christian, being a damn 5% or a Muslim like that bug out up the street. You know what I'm saying? So therefore the Lord is going to destroy you, man. Read on that.
Okay, verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Yeah, you're going to be ashamed. When the Lord comes back, you're going to be ashamed, man, straight up. That's why you're going to be knocking on our door asking for the oil, but we're going to say nay. You know? Hell no, man. We've been out here pushing this truth, and you've been walking the street, going after all your own lusts, man. You know? You didn't have time for the Lord, so when the Lord comes back, he's not going to have time for you, man. He's only going to have time to destroy you. Okay? And that's the point right there, pretty much. Oh, yeah, we're going to.
It's a little bit more. Verse 4. It says, behold, my servant shall sing with joy of heart, but ye shall cry of sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Yeah.
And ye shall...
You ever seen it, what was it, How to Be a Menace in South Central, when the dude in the wheelchair got hit by the car, grabbed his little baby shoes, was like, why?
Yeah.
That's going to be you niggas, man.
Yeah, howling, man.
Howling for vexation of spirit, man. Yep. So that's the pitiful case that these people are going to be in. That's it on that, right?
One more verse.
Okay.
Verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord Yahawah shall slay them and call his servants by another name.
That's right. So that's why it says here, you know, a little precept within a precept. All right. So 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 9 again. It says, they shall be in a pitiful case. Okay. Which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. You know, I can imagine how many people clicked on your video thinking it was going to be something about Nipsey Hussle, and they said, and you just said, I want to give all praise. Turn that shit off, man. You know what I mean? Oh, this click fake, man. You know?
That's the spirit. You had some chick on here. She was like, "What's this about?" Some chick that just commented on the live stream. She's like, "What's this about?"
Yeah. Oh, okay. Con. Yeah, this is the truth, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the true Israelites according to the scriptures, man. You know?
She left.
She left? Oh, yeah, you probably brought out some scriptures. She's like, man, turn this shit off, man.
Man, it seems like the Apostle Rawchaa said, man. Nipsey, you know, he probably knew the truth. He knew who we were, but he probably despised it too, man. A lot of you jakes despise the truth because you don't like the fact that we're out here projecting our voice, you know, and telling our people of their transgressions and also exposing who the true enemy is, man. You know, y'all think it's a certain way because you want to make money with this devil. We don't care about the money, man. None of our videos is monetized, man. You know, we don't care about monetizing the video. We care about pushing the message, man. You know, so you could, Esau, you know, he allowed you to, he think he the Most High. You know, Malachi, when the Lord said, you shall build, but I will throw down. So he allowed you to build your channel, then he just take it down and acting like it's done something. You ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, the scriptures say, this word shall not go go out void, man. You know? So that channel accomplished everything that it needed to accomplish, you know, of the Lord's will. And hey, like you said, we build one down, we're gonna build up another one and go harder next time, man.
If I can stop, 1 Corinthians 15, and start a few verses up from the last verse in that chapter. Well, we use other Bibles to, it depends on the subject, the reference to see what certain words mean in different wordplay.
Yeah,
But we use the King James.
a separate Bible that deals with the lost books of the Bible.
Separate, yeah, brother.
Taken out.
Well, we know the ones that was taken out.
Huh?
We have it here that was taken out.
Oh, okay. I don't know, but there were about 25.
Yeah. How many books is in the Bible?
Like 16, I think. I think it's like 16, right?
There's a second Bible, a white guy. He has all the lost books of the Bible.
A white guy?
Yeah.
Nah. And Jake loved it. Hey, see, that's the thing, man. As soon as white Esau come up with some type of information, Jake want to go to that, man. That nigga, let's
I'm gonna go get some.
Oh, no. Yeah, I guess. It's whitey. All right, come out with some type of information. That's like the apostle said, man. Remember in his latest video, you know, so soon as Esau with he say something, you know what you man. You know, like this Edomite trying to debunk, calling himself debunking the Hebrew characters, man. That's not the real Hebrew language, you know. But you won't question, see, man, go ahead, man. You off your words, man. I don't want to get too fired up, because I'm a little ticked. But I'm okay, because I'm happy at the same time, man. Go ahead, man.
1 Corinthians, start at what verse?
Start at like, start at like
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 42. It says, so also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption. It is raised in incorruption.
Right, because these bodies, man, this is what we hope to receive, which is new bodies from the Lord, man. The elect is going to receive these new bodies, man. These bodies are corrupt, man. When you're born in this earth, you're born in sin, man. You know, these flesh is sin, and that's what Yahawashi, who the world immediately called Jesus Christ, he was in this sinful flesh. But he walked it perfect as Yahawashi, man. You know, but he suffered for his sins that he did in his past life, but also he suffered for the children of Israel to be that ultimate sacrifice as the lamb, man, that blood spill, man. You know, so go ahead, Doc.
It says, it is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory.
Yeah, because it's contrary with what the truth is, man. You know, your flesh, your mind, you're in the mid, the muscle of the brain, man. How you got wicked thoughts that come through your mind every other second, man, every other minute. But then you got to check it, man. Or you got to kind of, when you look at something, you got to, oh, no, look at the hell is this, you know, and then go the other way, man. You know, because the scriptures say the mind is desperately wicked, man. You know, and that's the flesh. So this flesh is really cursed. As the Most High put them curses upon us, all right, to serve out of punishment, man. So go ahead.
There's also swift changing.
It says, it is sown in weakness.
Hey, that's why the Lord said, you become as a new creature, man. You can't repent. Because it's not the flesh that you're renewing, it's actually the spirit. Your ideology, your ways of how you walk in life. The scriptures say, what manner of person are ye to be? In all holy conversation and godliness, man. Because why? We know we're in the end. It's really no time to be a nigga. It's no time to be a evildoer, man. You know, it's time to walk in and man yourself in righteousness, man, to the best of your ability. It's not to be over righteous, but it's to be what? To the best of your ability, walking in the ways of the Lord, man. Because what's coming here, like I said in the video, you know, mass death is coming, man. It's a massive death that's going to happen here, man. That Nipsey Hussle thing was nothing, man. You know, because these elites have a plan of depopulating you people here in America, man. They have a plan and agenda, man. You know, they using certain things so that they can bring their military troops inside the ground, man. I mean, on the boots on the ground inside the ring. You know, so a massive death is coming. You know,
Take precept for that. On 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 15. I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved.
So exactly, man. That's why he said, what man of person ought ye to be. You know, because it's way more of them, which is of us, our people, the Israelites, it's way more that's going to die in a grievous death for being wicked than the ones that's actually going to be delivered, man. You know?
It says, like as a wave is greater than a drop.
Yeah, a wave is greater than a drop, man. You know? Just like a wave is greater than a drop, man. That's why the Lord said, don't follow in the ways of the multitude, man. You know, don't follow the multitude to do evil, man. Just because they thinking it's cool to be a homo, it's not cool to be homo, man. They passed the law saying you can be an homosexual. It's the laws, their law is not right. Right. You know, but when you go and point out that their law is not right, they want to chastise you, man. They want to ridicule you, man. They want to kill you, man. You know, they're labeling you a terrorist now against the government. Well, guess what? A couple of years ago, they already labeled certain individuals and characterized certain people to be terrorists, man. All right? If you believe in the Bible, you're a terrorist, man. Every video you watch, every YouTube channel that every YouTube page that you're watching, you're seeing doomsday. That's kind of norming your favorites, man. You're watching, you're talking about, and you're pushing, and you're commenting, saying, yeah, don't take the chip. Guess what? You're a terrorist too, man. You know? Hey, they said that guy, I don't know his name, but he was saying, he was like, it was before like Congress, and they had a chance to speak on the podium, and he was like, he was reading down, he said they listed that if you doomsday prep and you have food in your house that's more than a week of, you're considered a terrorist, man. Everything that they're doing is for full control, man. And this is why they want to force, well, when they force the RFID microchip upon you, man, which is a chip that's embedded up under your skin. And guess what? The Bible speaks about that, man. That's the mark of the beast. So go ahead,
Jump to verse 22. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
Yeah, so the Lord said, let the multitude perish. We're not out here to try to win all people over, man. We're out here just for a message, man. This is our time to be out here. The Lord set us out here. He's using this channel now until Lord have put it on another channel. Matter of fact, it's going to be on a whole lot of channels, man. Wherever you see this from, 1 or 2. It's going to be on other social sites too, man. Lord's willing, man. And he spread the gospel, man. You know, this word going out that we're the Israelites, man. We're the Hebrew Israelites, not the black Hebrew Israelites, man. You know, we come from a particular tribe. We are one family, man. Yahawah, man. Okay? He Prince Power. We're princes, man. So for any niggas that got a problem with that, you all guys always talking and yapping. Y'all heard that before. Why you always got something to say about the black woman? Well, you ain't a prince, man. The Lord ain't looking at you as one of his prince. You're supposed to come with a royal mentality, man. Not this slave mentality of just following, man. Following after your woman. Your woman got you on child support, doing you dirty, committing adultery on you, but then you come out here and still want to fight with us about the woman? Our women? Are you crazy? Has the Lord not stricken you enough? Come on, man. Have not this Edomite shoot you down in the streets enough? But still, nah, we can't do that. I can't hate him. What you mean you can't hate? He hates you. What you mean, man?
Perpetual hatred.
Yeah, with a perpetual hatred, man. He said in Isaiah, a continued stroke. He'll never let down that rod, man. He'll never let down that switch, man. Because when he not beating you physically, he gonna get you mentally and spiritually, man. You got your children growing up, they teaching you in class that you could be a homo, man. You could be a pedophile, man. I wonder where they gonna just make it lawful to be a pedophile, man. You know? Now they made law that you can smoke weed. But what about the people you locked up? You gonna let them out for smoking weed? You gonna drop their felony charges, man? You know? Damn hypocrite, man. Go ahead,
That's something else real quick, because this is what King David said.
Man.
This is Psalms chapter 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
Can you read this book, chapter, verse again?
Come on. Psalm chapter 139.
Now this is Psalms in the King James Version. What is it?
Chapter 139,
139, verse 121. Go pick and read this scripture that David wrote in Psalms, man. You tell me. And he was one of the man. Matter of fact, okay, he's still the king of the adultery. Forgave him, man. So let's respect the persons. That's a stumbling block, you know? Because guess what? He's still the king, man. He didn't die because he committed adultery. Guess what? The Most High chastised him, and then guess what? He's still the king, man. All right? And even when the Lord get back, he's going to be here, man. You know? So go ahead, huh?
It says, Psalm chapter 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord?
He said, do not I hate them? That's hate. Don't tell me that you can't hate, man. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? When you hate us all day long, you hate us through all these different devices, man. Education, you hate it. You know, when it comes to financing, we're giving some type of let me say it right. Reparations. See? You gotta go comment and say, it's not it's reparations, not restoration. Man, I said that in a video. I don't care about it, man. Yeah, my word is a little messed up sometimes with this bastard language tongue, man. Trying to get out the proper way to say it. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. They know what you mean. They're just being a dick, man.
Yeah. You know, it's something to say because you hate the message.
Right.
All right?
He's so known for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we really care. Like,
Yeah, we don't care. You can call us whatever you want to call us. We know that what? This kingdom of America is falling, man. This place America is going down the shithole, man. And you niggas don't even see it, man. Because everybody wrapped around in their own little bull, man. Their own bullshit, man. Everybody got their own little bullshit going on. Because guess what? It's meaningless to the Lord, man. They go to church every Sunday, but then come home and eat crab, shrimp, and lobster and pork. What type of person are you, man? You're crazy. You deserve death. You deserve every bit of disease upon your body, man. You know, you defile your temple, the temple the Lord is going to destroy, man. You know, because we are the temple of the Lord, man. And that's why right now, at this corner, out here on the street with the sun shining, this is the temple of the Lord in this area, man. You know?
Hey, these Christians too, man. Real quick, these Christians they don't read the Bible anyway. What they're given is a distorted narrative. You know what I'm saying? You know, because they're not reading. They're not picking up the Bible and reading, man. The scriptures say, "Blessed is he that reading, man."
Yeah.
It also say, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read."
And how we know you're not reading is because they are also Edomites that admit that they're Edomites. And they read and they said, look, y'all are the Israelites, man. They're out there making videos trying to get their people to actually admit and submit, man. You know? And they're, you know, the Lord got that spirit in them that they have this driving spirit that they want to wake up more of us. And they Edomites. But then again, guess what? That sounds bad, the Lord do, man.
Confusion of face, man. Because hey, man, those confusion of faces have to come in, man. You know? You see?
Yeah, you know how we think it's we may believe that it's a confusion of face because for someone to do that, you'd have to be a righteous person. Esau isn't a righteous person, right? Really quickly, Psalms chapter 10, verse 4. It says, through the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. Right. The Most High is not in all of his thoughts. Right. You know? And it just goes to show you that most of these Edomites now are atheists, man. You know? Yeah. So-called, like Vocab Malone. You know your people's a damn devil, man. You know the majority of you people, you Edomites, man, do not follow the Bible, man. Yeah. You know, you don't take no regard of the Most High, man. Right. The Most High is not even in your thoughts, man. Right. You know, like the scripture says. Yeah.
Hey, the Most High gave them a job. Hey, through us, the Lord gave you a job, man. Now they career scoffers, man. Career scoffers, man. You dedicate your whole life. You take time out of your world. In this big world of wickedness, you take time out to scoff heartily, man. You know? The Lord made you a career until that time come. Because when that time come, don't act sorrowful. Keep that same energy. Like my dude Errol Spence said to Mikey Garcia, keep that energy. Keep that same man. Yeah. Because these Edomites want to get all, I didn't do anything. I wouldn't care. What can we do? Ain't nothing you can do, man, but live it up. And guess what? When Yahawashi come, keep that same energy, man.
Same energy. Sure.
You know?
Scripture say they broke the brotherly covenant. So that's it, man. That was that.
Yeah, somebody was teaching that we one church was saying that we Esau is our brother. Somebody get Malachi 1. You know, Esau is not our brother, man. All right, he was when we was when you had Esau and Jacob before their children was born. Remember what the Lord told him in Genesis 25 and 19 when he told Rebekah. He said, 2 nations of people shall be separated from thy bowels, man. It didn't say two people. He said nations because he wanted you to know that they was going to be the progenitor. They were going to be the fathers of a race of people, man. And it says Esau birthed Esau Edom, man. He birthed the Edomites. And he birthed the 12 tribes, man. Well, go ahead,
Malachi chapter 1. I'll start with 1. It said, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved?
Yeah, because Jacob like, well, how God love us to go through all this? Some of these jakes out here with a conscious mind, they say, well, how God love us? I don't believe in God. Because, like, look, yo, look what our people in, man. Why all these devils they keep doing this to us and this and that. We can't get out the slums. We can't do nothing to make it right. You know? What do you love us, God? So Jake be like, look, I ain't into all that, man. I can't take that. I hear you, but I can't. I gotta do this, man. Because that ain't paying the bills. Because you ain't got faith. You don't have no understanding, man. You know, so they say, you know, where was God love us?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, like the perfect scene of Doughboy and the Boys in the Hood. Oh, yeah. You know, that was perfect, man. How could there be a guy? Little niggas died in the hood.
You know, niggas wicked, man. That's why, man. You know, and then you understand that it goes back to the curses, man. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, so any Jake, man, that tries to debunk the curses, man, he might be a confusion of faith himself. He might be an Edomite, man. It might be a tear, man. You know?
Yeah.
It might be a tear, man.
Hey, the Lord got confusing the faces. He got Israelites that look like white Edomites, man. And guess what? He got some Edomites that look like Jake, that look like Israelites, man. So it's not about complexion, man. Don't comment on this kid talking about guys is racist and why couldn't it's all about be about the color. The color is an indicator, but we don't give a fuck about no color, man. We care about the spirit, all right? The spirit is how I go.
Spirit self bear witness without spirit.
Yeah,
We're children of the Most High.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, and the whole thing is that the way Esau teaches our people, man, he teaches you to separate your spirit, man.
Right.
He tries to separate you from your spirit, man. You know, so this is why we got so many jakes coming at us because they're not spiritual, man.
Right.
You know, you want to drink of the Kool-Aid of what he wants to give you, his philosophy. You know what I'm saying? You know, Esau only deals with statistics and it's baseless though, man.
Right.
It's baseless.
Carnal
Where are you
shit.
getting your facts from, man?
Right.
You know, he wants always going to create a gray area. There's no gray areas in this truth, man.
Right.
It's either one way or yay or nay, man. You know. So that whole thing with that gray area is what everybody wants to dwell in, man.
Yeah. They
want to dwell in that gray area, man. The Lord is not dealing with gray areas.
He
man.
got people so stupid that they think their nationality is off the land that they live in, man. Right. So today you got a Jake here, but like, I'm not black nor African. I'm American.
Yeah.
You're not an American, my man. What's your nationality? I'm Muslim. That's not a nationality. That's a religion. So Jake, even Esau, man.
Lost.
That's stupid. It's stupid.
Shot
man.
his children.
You know? And then he's a devil. He goes and tell you that, okay, well, the lineage goes from your mother. No, it doesn't. It goes off the line of your father, man. Why do you think the man, the so-called minority, man, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and West Indians and Haitians, Hispanic, Native Semi-Indians, how come the men of them nations, them tribes, are always on the shitty end of the stick, man?
Right.
Kicked out of the homes, always the one that's the deadbeats. When here it is, she don't even want him to father because she so want to be everything else out here hot and walking, man. You know? She don't even want him to be the father. And that be the ones with the ones that want to be the father in their life, she be trying to hold them against the son, using their kids as weapons, man. Why Jake always on the bottom, man? You know? Because why? The lineage goes off the fathers, and technically, guess what? If you had a baby by your baby, you call him your baby father, that's disrespectful. You're supposed to be calling him your husband, man. So if you had a baby by your husband, guess what? Them kids belongs to him more than they belong to you. A woman is just an incubator, man. Okay? Just like you say, my woman is my earth. It's like what you do with earth. You plant seed in earth. You plant apples and orange seeds in earth. You know? And what the earth do? The earth nourish. It nourished. And the Most High gives it life within the nourishment, man. So it becomes what it is, man. Well, what the seed is, man. You know? So it actually belongs to the actual seed giver from Yahawah BaHaSham.
Precept for these women, man. They majority of them. But Job 29, verses 16, says she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Right, you don't realize that your kids are your future, man. You're so hurt up by this man that you laid down with and you met from the club, and he, you know what I'm saying, he don't want to be with you because he party hopping, he jumping from woman to woman, he don't give a damn, he a nigga, a straight up hyena, you know? And guess what? You hating on your son, you hating on your daughter, because that, you know, because spiritually, you know that child belongs to him, you know? Especially a boy.
Don't even let him look like him. Don't even let him look like him, man. You're like a woman know how to hold a grudge, man. You know what I'm saying? They said that everything is little, but a woman is simple woman, man. You know? You see, like I said, the woman, they take it, they sell their family out for the little triggers that Esau has to give, man. You know? Get a little extra $300 a month, man, from the government, man, and you sell your whole family out for that, man. See? You know? You will sever the family because for that little gift, man. You see, you know. So like I said, man, the fish shall fail, man. You see, okay, all the little goodies are gonna be away from you, man.
Right.
You see, you know, your whole foundation is built on self-sufficiency. You know, that's your new daddy right now.
And that's why the Lord have us pulling away from this devil, man. Because at one point we are in our spirits, man. Are subject unto this devil, man, that we had to live and talk a certain way. Oh, you don't want to offend anybody. Oh, you don't want to seem like you're a hater, you know, or you hate, you know. Nah, we speak truth first, man. All right? And the Lord is slowly but strongly pulling us out of the hands and the minds from you Edomites, man. He's breaking them chains, man. All right? He's breaking those chains, man. And the world is realizing who you truly are, you know. That's power, man. That's power, because Esau had the power of deception. But guess what? Deception comes from Satan, where Satan comes from the Most High. And Satan, and Most High is in charge of Satan, man. All right?
Hey, the brother in GMS Behold, I Come Quickly, he did a video, it was this week, going into the Willie Lynch letter. And they was like so proud in the fact that they had us in slavery, that they was like, and a part of the letter, he was like, the only way this would change is that if there was like a quantum change. With a quantum change is like a huge change. So they didn't, you know what I'm saying, they didn't expect for us to wake up, man.
Also want to add, going back on the brother too, with the Willie Lynch letter, when he wrote the letter, he had said that this will last several generations. I forget how many generations he said though. Right. But it's course though. That's what it is though, man. That whole just impact, taking over the mind. You know what I'm saying? With the way how they would put jigs against each other. You know, old against young, man against female, light skin against the dark skin. Right. You know what I'm saying? The weak against the strong. You know, now it's wearing off. You see what I'm saying? Because it was only supposed to last for a dispensation of time. Because he said that this would last. I forgot what he said though. He said a certain amount of generations.
Still got that revelation.
So now's the time that it's wearing off.
And also too, just to pick land back off the brother, he right, because what was happening in LA? They were saying that Nipsey Hussle death, the Bloods and the Crips were actually getting along. They was, I think Nipsey signed one of the Bloodhounds, I guess that's a gang, until one of his Crip labels, and he was tying groups together in that area. Right. He was bringing them together. And Esau, of course, that's why the conspiracy is the government has something to do with it, because once they killed him, that kills the truth barrier between them. So they want them to be as hyenas and go to war and buck, because that gives them more jobs and more of what they can plan and do, regulate within LA, man. You know?
And this is why they had that picture of that guy up, though. They had this guy as a suspect all this time. You know what I'm saying? They had to quickly try to kill that theory. The so-called theory, man. So they said, listen, we got a suspect already. You know, we're looking for him. You know, they put him up real quick, man.
And
you know?
then they released the footage, though. When they release footage like that,
you see what I'm saying?
They didn't do that with XXX to stop, you know?
You see? Because everybody's getting hit to this damn
Right.
devil, man. You know? Everybody's getting hit to this damn devil, man. You're trying to you know, get ahead and stop certain things and oh well, this is an easy thing for us to break up, man, because it's a rap thing, you know what I'm saying? We got total control over the industry, you know what I'm saying? So now we see that he's doing something contrary to what we want. So now we gotta stop that. We gotta put a stop to that, man. Plus he was doing the documentary with Dr. Sebi, man. You see? You know? So now I think now Nick Cannon now he's supposed to be doing it now. You know?
But see, the whole next to go.
And the whole thing is like I said though, the whole thing is that, man, they don't want Jake to get right, man. That's the whole thing, man. You know, so once they starting to see that camaraderie between the Crips and the Bloods like that, man, they don't want to see that, man.
Right.
Because like I said though, nobody had no ill will towards him, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said though, he was holding that city on his back, so to speak. Man.
They said that he was able. They said he would just walk up and down the street regularly, go to the cleaners, go to certain stores, and just walk up and down. You just come outside and see him. But you know that's what happens when you in your hood, man. You know, you say the cops was fucking with him. And another thing, I did a video because I saw this take of Mason. He was speaking about it. He broke down some good points. Mason, the rapper in New York, he broke down some good points. He said, look, he said it's so bad that he said Esau could just use one of us, and he don't even get blamed for it, man. It's so easy to tell Jake to get a Israelite to go and do some bullshit for some change, man. You know, they'll tell, hey, look, you're going to get locked up, your face going to be seen, do a year, you're never going to be heard of again, nobody going to speak about you, we're going to have you on, but you're going to take this, you want to live out in this country, you want to live in this place, you ain't got to worry about it, and all of a sudden you got money, you living somewhere else in the world, man. You know, that's what everybody thinks is going to happen with Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. I mean, that's worldly stuff, but these things play a part in the world, and that's also distractions. Because why? What's the bigger picture? World War III. What's the bigger picture? Them declaring martial law. Them finding ways and strategizing how to force the RFID microchip. So we see it, man. We just watchers, man. You know, we watch everything, man. You know? You got something? Oh, I had something. Y'all brothers bring it down. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account for his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Right, we were just reading that before, man. You know, we're grievous unto them to behold, man. Okay, us coming out here and attempting to wake our people back up, man, which really, it's only about the elect, man. You know, most of these niggas out here gonna be destroyed, man, straight up. Okay, whether it be during the famine or evil beasts come maul your ass up. All right.
I'm going to interrupt.
What's up?
I really need some information. So, like, we can get together so I can get with y'all.
Hey, look, man, we here. You can just come down here.
Y'all listen up.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Every Saturday, yo.
All right, during the weekday.
Nah, just Saturday.
Saturday. We do YouTube. We got our videos on YouTube. Yeah, we here every Saturday.
So nothing to do with the weekday.
No. It's on Saturdays. We do shows. That's from 3 o'clock to about 6:30. Yeah. We're not here by 3:30 is another. So you can say, I can say by 3 because we normally out here by 3. Sometimes I'll be running late, and then 3:30. You know, it's about 6:37. All right, bro.
You got it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Huh?
No, you straight, man. See, I'll let you, man. Yeah, see you.
I owe y'all something?
No. Good. Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna continue to teach. Nah, we're gonna continue.
What I owe y'all? What I owe y'all?
We GMS, man. You don't owe us nothing, man. We don't charge.
This is the water, man. This is the water that you never be thirsty again.
Right.
You know, you drink this water, you never be thirsty again.
I'm thirsty right now.
You think it's holy, brother.
You gotta pay attention, brothers.
And I don't know where the hell am I doing.
Hey, word up. When you come out, you gotta pay attention, man.
Yeah, I need to. That's once again, that's the D-Rod, man.
Hey, come on, man. You read that again? But you know what though, man? You know, because we come out here to condemn the so-called white man, all right? And going back to that Nipsey thing, man. You know damn well Esau's pleased with it regardless, man, because look, that Dr. Sebi documentary, he was healing AIDS within just 2 months, man.
Yeah.
2 months, and you free of AIDS, man. And he had that in the video of a person that was diagnosed with it, and they said, you know, you HIV positive. He hooked up with Dr. Sebi. He went back to get an exam 2 months later, and they said, you cleared it, man. So you think Esau want the cure to get out there, man?
Don't forget to mention, he also beat it in a court case, showing that he actually killed somebody from AIDS, a couple of people, you know, and he beat it in a court case. He won both of his court cases.
Man, me, man.
So then from now
You
on,
know, man got the cure.
Hey, but he's right. He's right. They got the patents on that, man.
Population
Right,
control, bro.
Right.
Population
Hey,
control.
see, yeah, you wanted something, man. We got the goods right here, man. This is the truth right here, man.
Oh, and, you know, I'm pretty sharp too.
Don't eat out of there, man. Don't go over there and eat, man. Don't eat out of there.
I'm going to get my money back.
Oh.
Hey, man, yeah, so, you know damn well, so, look, so to say, Heaven's covered him as a garment, man. I mean, everywhere he goes, death follows, man. All right, so you really being adverse, you know, to Esau when you're trying to come and cure everything, man. You got to keep it on the low, you know? So, you know, Esau got his hand all up in that anyway, man.
It says, real quick, Job chapter 13, it says, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. You know? That's Esau, man. Hey, because what? That's why he wants to, that's why, what is it, medication and all that stuff, herbals and all that stuff is so hard to get, and he's against it. You know, he wants to turn your misery and you being, your diseases, your dis-ease for a profit, man. That's why they call it big pharma. You know, it's just as big as big tobacco, big auto, all that stuff, you know. Esau is a position of no value. If he heals you to the point where you don't have an ailment anymore, how is he going to make any money?
Right.
Hey, and case in point, man, right? What the brother said is right, because look at these big hospitals, right? Now you try to during business hours, regular business hours, man. Try to see how fast you can get through that block, man, during the day, man. Driving through there, hospital, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's there, busy, man. You got the ambulance, all kind of ambulance coming from everywhere. Old people walking in there, people with walkers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody coming out with a pacemaker, somebody coming out with the damn IV shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all everybody's just fucked up, and they keep on going to Esau, thinking that Esau's going to heal them, man.
Right.
You see? You know? But it's like chaos, man. You cannot go through like certain hospitals. Like, you can't just go through the block, man. It's like congested, man. It's congested.
even too, when you go to these hospitals, you'll be in the waiting room for damn near 6 hours. 6 to 8 hours, man, trying to get seen, man.
Well, they made a joke about it, and don't be a menace, man. They're standing on the line, you know what I mean?
On fire and shit.
Yeah, you got a dude on fire and shit. He's like, I hope I'm next. You know? It's like, yo. But, you know, they tell these jokes, but it's the truth, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's why you laugh, because there's truth in jokes. You know, if there wasn't no truth in a joke, you'll be like, that's corny, bro. But you be like, yo, that's so true. Like, because that's what people be thinking, man. You know? Another thing, you had made a good point. These medicines that Esau gives you know, they basically all come with side effects. But here it is, they bad for your body, and they only suppresses the issue that you have. It only pushes it and maneuvers through the body, and it suppresses it, you know? And then it gives off side effects. But the thing is, even with these drugs that kill you, that they give you, it costs an arm and a leg to even purchase it, man. If you don't got insurance, you ain't gonna be able to get your drugs. You ain't gonna be able to get your medicine, man. You know? It should be $100 and something, $50, $300, you know?
Yeah. And that's the only thing that's not going out of business. And all these businesses closing down, going out of business. The only thing that's starting is drugstores, man. You know? They can build a brand new drugstore, man, and it'll prosper, man. You know, they had one place that closed down, man. They made it into a drugstore, man, and it's been in business ever since, man. You know, CVS around, these different drugstores. That's what's prospering, man. You know, this damn he's the ultimate drug dealer, man. You know, but he's quote designer drugs, man. You know, that's where the money's at, man. See?
That's all. Ecclesiastes, the fucking shall satisfy. No, he that is within. So you fucking Edomites, man. Excuse my language. All right, and then even niggas that take after you, these so-called white people, they're never satisfied with silver, man.
Can I ask you a question?
Let's go.
Why do you think they killed them 10 doctors that tried to cure AIDS? That they want us to be sick.
Exactly. We just going into that. Just going into that.
Just talking about that.
Right, brother.
Yeah. So you should know that they the devil, man.
Yeah.
But guess what? They're gonna do worse. That's the beginning. They're gonna come down on all of us, man. All right.
And see, Jake Noah within them, man. Jake
No,
Noah
he saw the
within them,
devil.
man. This so-called white man, the devil, man. You know, you Edomites are the devil that the Bible speaks of,
right,
man.
man.
Hands down, man.
Yeah.
You know, nobody is more wicked and crafty than you, man.
Right.
You know, they got tanks, man.
Border of wickedness.
The border of wickedness, man.
Damn.
The border of wickedness, man. You know, if you want to be wicked, all you got to do is tap into Esau. You know, these devils have think tanks, man. They have people, million people that have money that sit in these rooms all day long, think to some bullshit, man, and all types of things in the avenue, and they give you a pyramid scheme, man. They make a pyramid scheme out of it and actually go through. And then you got, because they know the nature of all nations, man. Especially know what's Israelites, man. All right, those so-called Negroes, Latinos, West Indians, Asians, Hispanics, and Native and Seminole Indians. You people, which are called the minority today, they know how you act, they know how you are, man. That's why they're able to continue to keep having their programs. How did they decide to create television? Well, they created television through technology, but how was they able to have these type of programs and different channels? You know, that had to have been thought about. That had to have been strong thinking with a lot of people, man. It wasn't one man that just said, oh, let's stick TV, oh, channels, remote, quicker, sports, movies, horror. Like, no, that was thinking, man. That was over a time, and they put it together, and they said it's going to work, man.
And it makes sense, though, because, like, even, like, say you talk to somebody, customer service, like, say you got Sprint or something, what they always ask you to do a survey afterwards, man. Because they're always trying to measure, you know what I'm saying? They're always trying to see what works and what doesn't.
Trying to sell it.
Hey, then.
No, I was gonna say Esau, you know, what he's wiser than Daniel. He searched things out. He also knows how the brain works. You know, going back to the medicine really quickly, I looked up the word pharmacy, all right, and basically it says use of drug from the Latin pharmacia, use of drugs, medicines, potions, or spells, poisoning, witchcraft, remedy, cure. You know, and witchcraft is a form of just mind control.
Mind control,
to the point where, like, case in point, I seen a long time ago when I was a kid, we gave this girl, we was at a party, we gave this girl, and she didn't, and she doesn't drink, right? Right? She said she never drank before. I was like, all right, here. We gave her orange juice, and we said, look, we split this with alcohol, we put vodka and orange juice, and it was just orange juice. And she started drinking it, and she was like, oh, I'm acting drunk, oh, shit, yo, I'm all fucked up. There was no alcohol in the drink, it was plastic. You know, going to show that the mind is very powerful. Esau knows that. So you give some drugs and some pharmaceuticals, okay? You give somebody has a headache, they have an ailment, you give them a pill, you say, this is going to cure you, okay? They take the pill. Oh, yeah, I feel better. Yeah. You know, that's witchcraft, man.
Exactly. Because, like you said, it's witchcraft because when you see black magic is actually real. This goes back, they was doing this when they was going against Moses. Right. When they was throwing down the staff, man. And then Moses' staff turned into a snake and ate his snake. To show you that the Lord is the bigger power, man. He controls the wicked. But witchcraft is a form of manipulation, which he can manipulate this tree. He can manipulate any type of element, man. He can turn it into anything. You have a David Blaine, you got Chris Angel out there doing these things, and then what happens? They come out in a moment, and then they hide in a moment. And out on social media, you don't know what they're doing right now. It's just when they come back out, all of a sudden they got all these tricks and new things to do. To show people, then they hide out again, you know? So it just shows you, man, that some people believe that they're the same person. But anyway, yeah, some people believe that because they don't never come out at the same time. It's always one or the other. You never see them together, you know, whatever. Right? But magic, black magic and witchcraft is a form of manipulation. That's a form of spiritual powers. But that's from the left-hand side. And that's why the Lord is going to give his elect spiritual powers on the right-hand side, man. And like you said, the brother said it right. You know, he give you aspirin, which really, I forgot exactly, somebody was breaking it down. aspirin, I think Yahawashi that fell out.
Oh, that
talking about how
what
it attaches a brain. I forgot how to say it, but it actually takes the stem of your brain or whatever, and it closet. It's like closet. It's like a manipulation, but it's bad because it doesn't relieve the headache. It just suppresses it, and then you don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? So that's witchcraft. It's temporary. You know.
Speaking of that nigga David Blaine, that nigga under investigation for sexual assault though.
Word.
Yeah. So you probably ain't listening to Satan or something,
Yeah,
man.
it's time for him to go.
Magician ass,
Time
man.
to go.
Hey, but the scriptures even say in the Apocrypha, a physician killeth off a long ailment. You know, that's like the brother had just read. They're all physicians of no value, because a physician, an actual physician, is supposed to heal a ailment that you have from birth or something like that, man. That's why Yahawashi was known as the perfect physician, the healer.
The healer.
Yeah.
And anyone that received this word, he was healed. So for those that can't receive the word of the Lord is not allowed to heal you, because you gotta be reserved to that judgment, man.
Yeah, that's what Yahawashi said in Matthew 13.
Oh, man.
Plug their ears.
Let's
Let's
on
see
my way
some
over there,
change.
bro.
Take it out.
Good. All right. Wait. Or Matthew.
Oh, 7.
Yeah. It's Matthew chapter 7. All right. 10, 5. That's what it is. It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. 12, Yahawashi said, themselves not in the way of the Gentiles, and into the city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye preach the heaven, which is going to be on earth, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give.
He said heal the sick and be good, man. And guess what? They was doing that. They was actually healing. The disciples at the prophet of elders and the apostles and the disciples at the time, they had that power from the Lord, man. They was able to do that, do those things. But guess what? Even now, we're doing it spiritually before the physical, man.
Right.
You know, because people come up and they truly get healed, man. You come. Hey, one woman told us up the street. She said she's been listening to us for like a good couple of months, and she said she have great understanding of the scriptures, and what we were speaking of, she was never told before in her life. She was about 50, 60 some years old. You know what I'm saying? So that just proves the fact that this word is whole, man. Hey, you said it. You know, I said it. Quote the Lord, you shall not thirst anymore, man. You know?
I got something. Let's sit on that.
Oh, that's it on that, yeah.
I got something. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 5 says, why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint.
Stop stricken these Israelites, man. But I understand that prophecy out because you know, the Lord is still stricken in them. But what they won't repent, man. No matter what this devil doing to you, man. You had that year with Obama being a president, and I remember it was a killing every freaking other week, man. A cop killing a Jake unarmed. They just recently killed the guy. He was sleeping in his car.
Oh yeah, seen that shit. Nigga got shot 20
That's
times.
Yeah, I'm like, God,
It was
damn.
itching on that.
Yo, and
Yeah,
he tried to say they had a gun. He had a gun on his lap. Now I'm really sorry, man. Jake is stupid. There's some stupid Jakes out there, but you can't tell me there's someone stupid enough on this planet to take a gun, mess around with my gun. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to sleep with a gun on your lap, man. They gun that Jake down, man. They put that gun on him, man.
And look, this just shows you how crafty these devils are. What they did was, it's nighttime, and you know, when you ever got pulled over by the police at night and they shine that bright old light, you can't see nothing from the glare, and you like, damn. So they run on the car with the flashlight on him, and he sleep. So when he finally wake up, of course he's gonna be startled, like he don't know who this is. Yeah. You know, they didn't even give him a warning. Police, what are you doing? They do that. They just said, look, and then they do that tactic where they all be talking at the same time. Who the hell can listen to you or you screaming at them, man? You're frightening people, man. When you do that, you're frightening them, man. When you see a dog, a stray dog that look like he a vicious dog, you don't frighten him. You go, hold up, tread carefully. Oh shit, he ain't gonna do nothing. As long as you don't do nothing, he ain't gonna do nothing. You don't frighten people with that type of excitement and expect them not to be startled. And then his startledness, you killing them. Man, they doing it on purpose, man, and they getting away with it, man. And they always going to the Lord put a stop to it, man. You know, because y'all piling up y'all iniquities. Because what you're doing and having your way off in this world, guess what? It will be no mercy unto you, man. You have shown no mercy, man. No mercy, man. None at all, man. He so don't show mercy, so don't never get kind and get drawn in to his crafty tongue, man. His serpent tongue. You know, his serpent tongue, man. His forked tongue. You know, because as always he's saying this, but he ain't it, man. Say never start enemy, man. You know, soft like iron rust, soft his wickedness, man. Because he'll stab you in the back in the heartbeat, man. You might be at the job thinking he cool. At the job as an associate, yeah, he cool at the job. But guess what? I ain't coming home and telling my homeboys, like, yeah, yo, I got a white friend, yo. He cool as hell. We smoke. Yeah, you've been bamboozled, my man. Because guess what? If it boils down for getting you fired, he ain't gonna be there, man. He gonna tell on you. You get caught with that weed, you gonna be like, it was him. And then who the boss gonna be with? Him, not you. You gotta go find another job, my man. You got something?
I got you. This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
That's what they do all day long, man. All day long, man. They do that to our YouTube channels, man. They slay us, but they profess that they're not guilty, man.
Yeah, they justify it. They say, hey, you have copyrighted material.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. See, for y'all doing that, now I know. That's why it's going to be a famine, man. Because all those brothers from time, that's why, I ain't going to spill the beans, but brothers from time to time, I'll tell y'all later, but brothers copy and paste certain videos. They can easily go in there, and the person that's the owner of the video probably don't even give a damn.
Right, exactly.
It's a video from 2013. Ain't nobody checking for all these videos that you do on the page. When you loading up on that page and that's your page, that video, they don't want that video circulating through the engine, man. And so they're going there and probably try to shoot a message to them, hoping that they'll be noticed of it, or they're just going there and say, because who gonna say we did? Who gonna say that they did it?
Yeah,
you know?
But it also could be too, like say for instance, like Richie from Boston, right? Say you got to hear something from Richie from Boston, it was already coming up to him. You know what I'm saying? So now it could have been something from him, you know, to where they was already going after this guy. Oh, he got his content on his page, so we got to go after that, because when it was starting to cut down, trying to cut truth out, they was started with those type of people like him. You know what I'm saying? That's why Alex Jones got, you know, he's an agent. Alex Jones, he took him down and he was taking, you know, those other guys. Yeah.
Hey, that's a beautiful point, and that goes to show you that them scoffers, they're gonna go down. When they look at us as terrorists, they're gonna look at them scoffers as terrorists too, because they on our website, man, looking at our content. You know?
Yeah.
But Esau trying to control the narrative, man. You're not controlling the fucking narrative. Never will. You're not controlling the narrative, man.
No.
You know?
Too late.
You know, that's an asinine fucking narrative, man. It's asinine, man. It's asinine, man. To even try to frame that, man. You know? The Lord, this is the Lord's movie, man. The Lord is not gonna have it to where you ain't going out like that, man.
You're gonna have to cut the whole internet off.
That's it.
And when you cut the internet off, guess what?
That's
it. That's your ass.
Yeah, that's it.
Take us back to the wilderness, man.
Hey, that's the Lord holding up the four winds, man. You know? So you know your destruction is nigh, man. Right. So you know once you cut the cord, man, cut your damn biblical cord.
Hey, if I could add too, that's like that's how you know we almost out of here too, man. Because when Esau do bullshit like that make you want to pray to BaHaSham, Yahawashi even more. Like, how long? You know what I'm saying? And then like in the book of his Exodus, the Lord heard that, man, when they put more hell upon the Israelites.
I got some. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 7.
No, that's it.
It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way.
So that shows you that Esau, you're going to be taken out of the way, man. You're going to be. The scriptures tell you in Daniel, what's that, is it 9? He tell you they shall take the kingdom. We shall take the kingdom.
The saints shall take the kingdom.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Also, in the prophecy of Jacob and Esau, when Jacob held first the hill of Esau.
Right.
So everything about you devils going down is going to be by violence when you lose this kingdom of yours, man. See, you're thinking your violence is going to be overmastered. No, you think your violence is going to overmaster the Lord's violence, but the Lord is the master of violence, man. He's a man of war. So he know how to get ugly.
Yeah.
You know? He know how to get ugly, man.
Yeah.
Trouble.
What I'm telling you, okay, he knows that. Okay, they killed Dr. Sebi. No, he knows that.
Oh,
he knows. Yeah, he knows that it was a conspiracy, right? Because the problem is now, Jake, Esau is doing a good job with separating these people, man, from their spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of what? Distraction and hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying? Being on that hamster wheel, man. You know. So real quick, right? This is and Jake is in a desolate state, man. You know what I'm saying? Because just being content is how they have it. Right? This is the lyrics, the show Good Times. Okay, it was a 70s show, right? Right? Real goofy ass fucking theme song, man. It's goofy as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading into it, right? Good times. Anytime you meet a payment, good times. Anytime you need a friend, good times. Anytime you're out from under, not getting hassled, not getting hustled, keeping your head above water, making a way when you can. Temporary layoffs, good times. Easy credit rip-offs, good times. Scratching and surviving, good times. Hanging in a child line, good times. Ain't we lucky we got them, good times. You see? And this is how desolate and low state Jake is, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? Bunch of fucking degenerates, man. And yo, just just making it. Just see that Jake right there? He's just barely making it. So these things are thrown at him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, gotta do this, you know? So he's keeping busy. Then you got social media. Keeping Jake busy. You know what I'm saying? Once Jake is able to get all that shit out of not have a care in the world, get to that point, you know what I'm saying? That's when they start tapping back into their spirit, man. And start meditating and start thinking. And everything starts getting more clear. You know? But it's all the Lord that puts the spirit upon these Jakes out here, man. You know, but the Lord said he's gonna do it. You know? But it's just the fact is that we got so many distractions and pitfalls in front of us, man. You don't get no time to really sit here and meditate and think, man.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You know, this is how they're separating from the spirit, man. But I ain't got no time for that, man. I gotta do this. You know, I hear you. You know, we talk the scriptures, right? Oh, I hear you. But yo, I'm trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to make it.
Yeah.
Trying to make it, man. Trying to chase that white picket fence, man. You know? But when Esau wants to turn the lights out on this motherfucker, man. Yeah. That's when Jake's gonna start really. Yeah. Reality's gonna start setting in, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Or the Lord start killing more of your favorite celebrities. Look, this Nipsey shit, they act like it was Tupac. You know, they still doing videos on him, man. Yeah. You know, guess what? The way that he went out, with senseless murder. You know, basically it was uncalled for. Like, wow. Guess what? The Lord is going to do that for a lot more of celebrities, man. I've seen something where Drake and Future was talking about how it's these good times to be alive right now. You know, they're trying to cherish their living now. And now you've been woken up to the point where, yo, I'm actually happy now. Yo, I'm happy to be alive right now. He just died, like, damn, senseless. Like, whoa, you know? Like, it's a good thing you're alive, you know? Enjoy this moment.
That was okay. Right. He saw him send out the warning shot. You entertain the niggas in line, man. Try to help out the load, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you got your little team right there, and that's it, man. You're trying to help, they're trying to carry a neighborhood, trying to revitalize the neighborhood. Nah. He saw sent the warning shot out, man. You know what I'm saying? And keep you plantation jakes in the industry in line, man. That's what all that it boils down to, man.
Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. It says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Jake's spoiled, man. Jake is fruit, man. You know? Yo, they think that they're still slaves, man. You know, they're slaves of the mind, man. And then when they want to talk, when they want to say the white man's the devil, he's so the devil. It's like they want to warm on eggshells. They want to make sure nobody's looking around here working. You know, Jake can be candid with you, though, man. But they but they want to tiptoe around the elevator room,
They all came together and they was pretty much rebuking us.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
They want to keep their hate for Esau inside, man.
Yeah.
You know, indoors.
Yeah.
But then they call, then they said him a homeborn slave. Like, you a homeborn slave. That's all you know, man.
And you know something? These guys, these scary Israelites that are afraid to stand stiffly for the name of the Lord. As soon as he going down and you see him losing, they're gonna be like, yeah, I knew he was the devil. Let me get a kick in.
Yeah.
Devil.
Hey, but that's
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He was scared to even do it, man.
that's a sinner that goes two ways, man. You got to pick one side.
I got something else though for those lyrics you was reading. Luke chapter 14, verse 16, or the point he was going into. It says, then he said unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. Well, we know it's not like that. It's something that
They doesn't see any benefit for this truth right now, man. They so busy trying to live in the world, man. They're trying to make it, man. You know, that's what it is, man. Jake don't have no faith, you know, and they can't. They're not gonna. They don't want. Their attention span is short, man. Because why? It's because there's so many things that's in front of them that they're trying to live out in this society, man. You know, people want to be part of this one, man.
Say this, a good example of keeping your head above water and being content. A lot of these Israelites out here just think that knowing the fact that you're an Israelite is enough.
And that's it.
Be like, all right, I know I'm an Israelite, time for me to go back to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just keeping your head above water. That's being content, man.
Right.
You know, it's way more than that, man. Hey, people think, you know, hey, the white cursing out the white man, the so-called white man, he's the devil, and that's what it's all about, man. You gotta grow. And then when things get hard, you know, when the apostle was saying it, when things get when the tribulations come with Apostle Ramla, you know, it's all sweet, but then when the bitter comes, that's when things get uncomfortable, and that's when the kitchen is getting too hot, and that's when you got to get out of here. That's when you come up with these excuses, like, I got a wife, I got something to do, I just bought a house. Who's that dude out there in Michigan?
Mac 10?
Yeah, Mac 10. Oh, I got a house. I got, you know,
Something you won't know nothing about.
You know what I mean?
I just bought some land. Niggas say he just bought some land.
Hey, that's a good thing you said that, because it's true, exactly, man. For younger brothers, when you come into this truth, it's not just screaming at the white man's the devil. You have to learn the scriptures so that it can be in you, man. You have to understand all the scriptures, man. You got to know the spirit. You got to know, because when these dark times come, we're all going to approach those darkest hours, man. Your faith should, Paul said it, have faith, somebody get 14. Have faith, have it to thyself before the Most High. All right, and that means that you gotta have faith within you, man. You know, us being as a brotherhood, you know, and our brothers across the world, teaching this word, give us more faith and hope, of course, because that's the body. But it's going to boil you down to solitary, solo, for you and I individually, because you won't be put out there and tried. The Lord try you, man. You know, because like the brother said, the apostle said, man, when the goings get tough, the brother in LA said this too. He said when the goings get tough, he said we're gonna really see who the men of the Lord are, man. You know? And I remember he said that just stuck with me, man. Because why? That's the truth. That's the real truth, man. When they start putting our faces up on the mainstream media, oh, he's a terrorist, it's gonna be lies, man. Ain't none of us murderers, man. Ain't none of us killers, thugs, and gangbangers, drug addicts, you know, dope boy pitchers, whatever. We ain't none of that. We excluded from all of that bullshit. We cursed that shit the fuck out. We ain't pets. Alright, more monkeys. But we're gonna be blamed for these things, man. We're not Ishmael, man. We're not blowing up no damn buildings. Give a damn about pot or no. We're not striving to kill Esau with bombs, man. We're not grabbing guns up and going to shooting range. That's some of these other groups, but they agents, man. That ain't the right way. We curse their asses out, man, for doing that bullshit, man. We ain't none of that. We ain't carrying guns and setting up arms to go against this war with Esau, man. We know this war right now is spiritually, and it's going to be physically when Yahawashi crack those clouds, man. You know? And that's the truth. And you got to know these things so that you able to get by in these last times, man. You know, I got several brothers.
Yeah, I'll never forget it, man. You know, when I was in high school, when I was on the football team, you had this fucking Edomite, man. He's like, we were doing regular practice without the pads on, and one thing he was like, yeah, we gonna see what's really good. You know, get hit. You know, guess what? That reminds me of this truth, man. All right, because that excites you, man. You know, get you hyped. So you know, yourself on the. But how much more? That was just a regular game, man. How much more when it comes to life and death, man? And how much more when it comes down to striving for the kingdom, man, to please Yahawashi. So that same spirit is gonna be back out here for us men of the Lord, except we gonna perform, man, execute, man, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi.
When the lights go out, the lights come on. You that got ears to hear, let them hear.
That's right. That's right. Perfect for this right here.
Yeah,
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. All right? And
Hey, it said wisdom.
yeah.
Because we all need wisdom in order to not be guarded by Satan, man.
Right.
You need wisdom of the Lord to not fall into his traps. This brother brought out the scripture, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. So that's the wisdom that's covering that avenue.
Right.
Then it says what? Knowledge. You have to have the knowledge, because the knowledge, which is really the history,
Right.
all right, in which it gives you that faith and that insurance of faith that you know. It's not about, I think, or
It could
maybe
be.
so, could be. I know, and we know that the Lord Yahawashi is coming back, man. We know that these scriptures and the history on these scriptures was true. We're witnesses, man. You know, and that's why we're able to come out here before all these people and tell you that Yahawashi is going to return, man. You know? So that wisdom and that knowledge is key. And then know that the scriptures say that it is the stability of thy time. So it's the stableness. So you don't get shaken up when the boat starts shaking. Because this whole earth gonna rock to and fro, man, when the nuclear bombs hit. But people gonna be out here like a tidal wave. Oh, you know? Everybody's mind's gonna be, I don't care who you, like, it's gonna be nuts out here, man.
Right.
It's gonna be, man.
Hey, man, it was a little situation where brothers was going into, with women, man, because you're gonna have. That's why it's very important to have that wisdom, because you may think you in Isaiah 4:1, man, and really you were some damn smart, man. That's setting your ass up, but you think, yo, it's Isaiah 4:1, I'm about to take in. You know, but really she's setting your ass up for the kill, man. That's why it's important to be able to read spirits and have that wisdom in Yahawashi. Otherwise, a woman will get your ass gotten that day, man. You thought shit was sweet. You thought Isaiah 4:1 was in the play.
God is the Lord. My bad. The Lord, I was thinking when you were speaking, the Lord may equalize the 1 and 2. I hope they make a part 3. Because equalizing is going to be the elect, man. Not afraid. Never hesitating. When that day comes and the Lord gives us that spirit and the Qadash, we're going to know. We're going to move and we're not going to hesitate. It's going to be, I know. Or I'm just going that way. Something in you. Just like the book of Eli you made mention. And I'm telling you, man, this is coming, man. I know it, man. I know it. And I can see it. I can feel it, man. Sometimes the dreams we wake up, the Esau is, fucking with us and shit like that. And I just know, from being in the truth a little bit, I just express my faith, man. To put out there for brothers to believe, man. Because this thing is going to go down, man. But we're going to have to be in that mindset, which the Lord is going to put us in that mindset, man.
Hey, but like you said, and like even when you go into the book of Eli, he said he was following his same voice for 30 years. Right. But Mila Kunis, she couldn't understand why he was following that voice, because why? The Lord was constantly showing him, like the scriptures say, basically have faith in the Lord that he may confirm you. So the Lord was constantly confirming him, man. So right now the Lord's confirming us. Therefore we're gonna know that voice. We're gonna understand that voice.
That's right. But hey, when he told Samuel, he saw Samuel when Samuel heard the voice of the Lord.
He gonna nip
Oh,
you.
yeah,
He heard the voice of the Lord. He woke up.
That third time, he knew.
Yeah, so you know. So when you got that, you heard that voice, you recognize that voice, man. The Lord said, "My sheep follow wherever you go, man."
Yeah, Jake Kane and you. Jake Kane and you.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Another part. That means something, man.
I know.
He hustle right now for all you guys, and I hope you guys hustle in the spirit world right now. He's saying to the Lord, are you going to send your down to the earth, man? That's what he's saying right now to the heavenly spirit world. And just because he's famous on part of the world don't mean he's famous, man. Regular citizen straight up here, man. Famous ones is the way to do the will of the Lord, man. Those are the special ones to the Most High. That's why the Lord called them a cluster of great that he kept to himself. You got to think like that, man, because that's the wisdom and the knowledge that we have of the scriptures, man. That yeah, you may be a celebrity on this side, and everybody applauding, everybody praising you and thinking this of you, reminiscing and rest in peace. But up there, you're just a regular spirit, man. You know, and then on top of it, you're looking down. When you in that spirit form, celestial form, you're looking down saying, damn, why I ain't know the truth, man? I had the perfect opportunity to push that too. I did hear that. Damn, I left a bad vibration down there. Look at these niggas doing this. Look at they acting towards my name, man. Look what they doing. Wait, don't call for me. You know, like
Samuel.
was it Samuel?
Saul.
Saul called
Samuel.
Yeah. They don't call for me.
That was off.
And then you
He
got
was resting.
And that's the thing too, with the guy XXX. To stop knowing that guy. Remember, there was videos and guys that was into witchcraft, and this guy was actually trying to tap into his spirit and talk to him because they wanted to know. They loved him so much.
Oh, wow.
They was trying to talk to him. This guy did a video. He do these YouTube videos where he has this box, this magic box, and you know he saw the damn lie, but he did his frequencies and his certain channels he twerking. But when he do his seance, his things, it's witchcraft. And he doing it on YouTube, man. But he's so feminine speaking, so polite. So it's like it don't look dark. It don't look like
Yeah.
He sort of gets away with that shit because he's so feminine, so talkative, like he's so innocent, so humble. Everybody loves him, you know, and stuff like that. He was like, he said, you guys been telling me on, you know, my channel that you want to see me going to tapping in X. I don't know who he is. I never heard of him, but you want me to tap into his spirit? I'm going to do it with you guys. And he films himself and he taps into it. Then you hear like a like, you know what I'm saying? Then he be like, yo, y'all hear it? Like, you know, but that shows you that people, when they idolize you, they're willing to use witchcraft to draw you back because they don't want to let you go.
Yeah.
These rappers and these celebrities are your new leaders, man.
Right.
Straight up, man.
Hey, that's why it says Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language. The gates are the rulers, man. You know, and they language, man. Hey, when the prophets came, when the prophet Samuel would show up to a town, you know, the people were afraid. They'd be like, comest thou peaceably? When they came to select King David,
Right.
They came to the thing. They was afraid. You know, why? Because that was a real celebrity. You know, he was a real leader, and a man were the king. If a king didn't know what to do, what did they do? They summoned the prophet.
And most of the time, that's how it went. The Lord didn't deal with the king. The Lord dealt with the prophet.
Right.
That's why you had sections. You had the king, you had the prophet. You know, I remember trying to tell that guy that down the hill a long time ago. When you said that, it reminded me of that moment. So, you know, in those scriptures, it tells you, you know, the prophets were set up to deal with the Lord. Just like the Lord set up the priests at one point, which was the Levites. You had to go to them to be purified and everything like that. So the same way with the prophets did, you know? But guess what? Nah, go ahead.
No, but yeah, that's the whole point of the matter. Now here it is. All of these leaders now for Israel are these rappers, man. That's why that's why the people want to go to people like LeBron James and be like, how come you don't speak out about the people getting gunned down in the streets? Motherfucker, he's a basketball player. He puts balls into hoops. Exactly. He dunks on people, man. Exactly. You know what I mean? He's not a leader. You know?
It's the entertainment for sports, man. Then you got rappers getting into the political world about who the president should be. When did these guys become leaders? You got this guy T.I. like.
Well, they talking about Kanye West. Oh, let's nominate Kanye West to be the next president.
That weird.
They don't have no hope. They hope it's done.
The gates thereof language.
This
man.
world is so messed up. It's unbelievable but believable, man. Because the scriptures, the way it speaks of it, and then you seeing it happen, it's like this is actually happening, man. Huh?
What's that scripture? The leaders of our people called them up.
Isaiah
9:16.
Man, look at the movie The Purge. Where'd they go? They went into the and got sprayed like fish in a barrel, man. You know,
because the Lord say you don't dwell in temples made with hands.
So they had to tell you,
Yeah.
the hedge was ever there.
Try to tell
The
you.
hedge was ever there, man. Jake's like a busted screen door, man, with no fucking hinge, man. With no fucking hinge with a couple screws on there, man. Finish, man. You know, you can't even fucking close the door, right?
Right.
That shit door fucking
Right.
damn it. You gotta,
You don't
you
need
gotta pick it up and close it. You know, that's
Rusty screwdriver.
Right.
You know.
Just pick it up when you want to do your dirty work.
Yeah.
hey, so yeah, the Lord doesn't deal with temples made with hands, right? So when all hell breaks loose, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to just trust in the Lord. There is no plan, man. There's no plan when all hell breaks loose. All of us are gonna meet behind 7-Eleven in a certain location and then go somewhere, man. There is no plan. The only plan is putting your faith in Yahawashi. So this is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. It says, "Oh my people, hear my word, make you ready for the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth."
And I said, make you ready for the battle, because what we're going to be battling, we're going to be battling the spirit, man. We're going to be battling temptation.
Right.
That's why Revelations 3 and 10, man. The hours of temptation, he will exempt those that been crying and sighing and crying, man. So they won't be tempted in taking the RFID microchip, man. Can you read that again?
Yep. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. "Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready for the battle."
When he said, hear my word, what's the word? The word is the Bible, man. The word is the gospel, man. Make you ready for the battle, man. This is a battle, and we've been telling you for the longest, man. You know, when I did that video, I keep bringing that guy up, but I guess it's the topic, that dude Nipsey Hussle. When I did that video with Mason, and I try to break down the video with Mason when he was speaking about Nipsey's death, you know, we've been telling the prophets before me, man, my elders, my apostles, man, of GreatMillStone, and their elders, been telling you that 2/3 is going to get put to death, man. You know? They've been screaming and telling you this for the longest. Then when it happens, I don't know why this going on. Where's God? Why did this happen? He was so a good dude. So it can happen to him. It can happen to any of us. You had Nori. He did a video saying, well, is it really true that maybe we had it wrong? He said, maybe we had it wrong. He said, maybe we had it wrong. We are supposed to lead the hood and never come back. We was thinking, he said, we was thinking that we were supposed to, man, that shit's so damn loud. He said, we was thinking that we were supposed to come back to the hood again. Well, maybe we had it wrong. Maybe we supposed to listening to the prophets. Y'all ignoring this, man. Y'all see us, but y'all can't hear us. You know?
Yeah, that dude on Daylight, he said something about Nipsey Hussle, man. He said, pretty much he was getting on everybody else, like Drake and all that shit. Like, why you not a real one? You know? Like, yo, yeah, he was a real one. But why y'all niggas not a real one, man?
Yeah.
You know? As a matter of fact, what about us? We the real ones, man. You know? We don't get no damn honor, no credit. But the scriptures tell us about that, man.
And we ain't getting no special awards being a prophet of the year.
Lord.
The Hebrew Israelite of the year.
And he's so disrespectful, man. Because he went down there with the apostles, man. He's like he came down there and he's like, yeah, like, you know, like he got somewhere to really go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming to check y'all. I got some important, you know, more important things to do, man. Like I said, though, man, you shut away from the word, man. You know what I'm saying? You shut away from your elders, man.
Hey, when you learn the order and you read in the spirit and you understand the Lord to the best of your ability, to the oracles that the Lord gave you, the knowledge and wisdom he gave you, there's nobody more important right now than the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, man. Because they're the teachings that was given to them and their elders.
Niggas don't got nothing else to do.
You know, the teachings that's been pushed out through One West, but through One West, there was a particular men you know, who the truth was gonna be with, man. Just like just like when you look at the lines of Adam, it was a particular seed that the Lord chose. Abraham, Isaac, you know, Jacob. Just like in One West, it was a lot of them, but then it was a particular men that was going to actually have the 100% truth who the Lord was going to deal with, you know. So why they far-fetched? Why, you know, why you can't believe that? But you can believe everything else. But ain't nobody more important than them, man. And I'm saying that through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, man. You know, and because the teachings that the Lord gave them to spread forth to us young ones, man, it's killing you Edomites, man. You know, this word is out, and guess what? You can't take it. You can't take it away.
Oh, I got a precept to that. He even has pilgrims in the earth, right? This is 1 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 27. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, "Whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me." So he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all that ever they had in the city. Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness to dwell there, both they and their children and their wives and their cattle, because afflictions increased sore upon them. That's something that you want to do, man. You know, the Lord wasn't kidding when he said he even has pilgrims in the earth, man. You know, and you see the example here. But we see the examples here, man. Well, we see the examples here with Mattathias, man. You know, when it got real serious, man. Okay, within the land of Israel, because these damn Edomites persecuting us, right, through Antiochus, right, making us eat swine and trying to make us, you know, get rid of our law, statutes, and commandments, and be as one people. If we wasn't with that shit, hell no. We had no choice but to flee into the wilderness, man. And it's a real key point. It says, and left all that ever they had in the city. So we ain't coming back for shit, man. You know? That's it. No, nothing. We're not attached to nothing here, man. And like the brother Shaw be saying, from that, what was it, heat?
Nah, heat. Don't get attached to something you can't leave seconds flat when the heat coming around the corner.
Us on the news, you know, being persecuted, we're expected it, been already.
Hey, just the back quick, Lord told not to.
Oh, that's the spirit. No, because I was thinking about being closer to the world is enmity with the Most High. So, you know, that's why we teach to be closer, you know, to the Lord and what? Draw yourself away from the world. Because what? When all hell breaks loose, if you're attached to, oh man, I'd leave, but you know, I got my PS4. You know what I'm saying? That's looking back, man. You're gonna be destroyed for that, man.
That's right. I got something real quick.
Yeah, real quick, like because you might here you are, you probably miles away from home, and you sitting there crying because you had just bought a desktop. That's you know, you sitting there like, oh my God, why is this happening? You know, he's like, man, why is this happening? Can I just come back home? You know?
Well, that's why when it happened to him, he got himself out of a 20-story building, man. You know, because he's attached to what he had, and you know, when you lose it, you lose it, man. Nobody loses it worse than Esau, man.
Hey, that's going back even to that book of Eli. Even when they took the book from Eli, Eli still kept his head because he knew he always, you know what I'm saying, he always had the scriptures within him.
Right. He let the book go because the book was a material item.
And that's the reason why he got shot. Because he thought that he needed the book.
Right.
And when he realized he didn't need the book, he should have never got shot. He could have just kept
Right.
Hey, we might not even be able to go back for our books, man. It's gonna be ball game, man. But real quick, Genesis 35:5, because this could be what could happen with us, man. Right? It says, and they journeyed, and the terror of the fire was upon the cities around about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. So, hey, man, Jacob pursued that, and hey, the Most High made sure that nobody go after him, man. You know, meaning what? He was protected, meaning he had the hedge about him. All right, he was good, and that's gonna go into us, man. That's why the scripture, the brother brought it out earlier. We're gonna rejoice and be merry. All right, we're gonna have abundance, okay? Because Rawchaa is gonna be protecting us, all right, while we out here, man.
by any chance, right? Did I give any of y'all any money? Did I give
money right here?
Real money right here.
Yeah,
Man, I got some money right here. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, we have no need that I write unto you.
Why? Because we have the word in us, man. You know, when all hell breaks loose, it's not, you know, you're not gonna run to your computer and look up a lesson, man. You already have the word in you, man. You know?
It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Now does a thief hang up a flyer on your door and let you know that he's gonna come and rob you 2 days from now? You know, let you know the time and day when he's gonna come. A thief comes suddenly, man, by surprise, man. That's how we know. No man knows the hour when Yahawashi comes back, man, because he's gonna come as a thief.
And you know how the scripture say you reap what you sow? Esau was a thief unto Gad.
Right.
We look at Apocalypto, and remember at the end they saw the ship sailing in, and he was just coming out of a battle, and he got to that little open zone, and he saw those ships. That was a new war, you know, and they was coming as a thief. They didn't know, you know.
Still killed, destroyed.
Yeah, and then what they did, they charmed them in, you know, and Gad taught them how to live on the land, and then what? They overcame them, man, you know. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travailed upon a woman with child.
Hey, you know what? That's how you know a lot of our people are going to be killed by Esau when he comes down on us with a great wrath. A lot of prophets are going to be, at this time, are going to be beheaded, you know, for the word and for the witness of Yahawashi. But what? Because what? Because he's going to kill, Esau's going to kill so many people, he's going to be like, wow, I won. Yeah. I can't believe I did it. We won. All right, now it's time to kick back, man. So when they shall say peace and safety, then what's going to happen? That's when Yahawashi is going to lift up a standard against them, man. Right when it looks and seems hopeless, man. You know, hey, who knows? We might be all locked up in concentration camps, brothers out on the road. Things are looking helpless, but then that's when Yahawashi is going to come with that sudden destruction, man. You know, I know you're going to Job, right? Yeah. Job 20, with his feet up. Yeah, grab that.
I was looking for it.
I got something in the meantime real quick. Matthew chapter 24, verse 44. Well, I'll start at verse 42. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known and what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think the Son of Man.
Yeah, and real quick, that's how we all know that 400 doctrine, 40, whatever, how much doctrine, you know, that's all. Because what? No one knows the hour when the Lord cometh, man. Okay? Got it?
Yeah. I'll start a little up so I can read into it. This is Job chapter 20 and 15. It says, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Yeah, that's talking about Esau. He's taking everybody's riches, but what? The Lord is going to come as a thief. What does the thief do? He robs. He's going to take your kingdom. He's going to take all your riches from you, man. He's going to take your hold over his precious. Hey, we're a treasure, man. And Esau possesses us, man. We read that scripture in Zechariah 11:7. Who possesses slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Esau possesses us.
Yeah, too. What you catch a thief? When a thief, you see this guy, he stole something of yours, and you catch him, you chase after him. What he does? What you do to him? Yeah, you beat his ass, but what's happening while you beating his ass? He's what? Coughing up what? He's vomiting what? Everything that he took from you. Everything falling out of him. So that's what Esau is doing. It's going to happen to this damn devil, man. He's going to vomit it up. All the riches and everything that he has stole, man. This land, you know, our records, everything that he has stole, man. Us as a people, he's going to be quickly to, you can have it. Oh, you got it, big bro. You got it, big bro. You know, because they don't want to get his ass. Yahawashi going to handle that ass, man.
Too late.
Yeah, he'll kick your ass, man. It says he has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most shall cast them out of the belly. He shall of apps.
Hey, that means you're gonna beat the shit out of him. You're gonna punch him in the stomach and shit.
It says, he shall suck the poison of apps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. he shall not see the rivers and floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which...
He gonna leave with less than what he came.
Yeah. He already came from the Caucasus Mountains eating juniper roots. He gonna have less.
You gonna have less than that.
He ain't even
You
gonna
got
have
rocks.
juniper roots.
You can't put, you got Esau in your kingdom, you can't put them by no twigs and sticks.
Nah.
You gotta make sure it's just dirt.
Yeah.
And you gotta take all the rocks out too.
He might turn that into a delicacy. He's sitting there on his 5-minute break.
He made food out of rocks.
Hey, now I gotta say this, man. Esau might only eat once every 3 days, man. Because when we was on the slave ship, we got fed once a day, man. That was it. You know, it's probably just fucking slop.
Oh yeah.
You know, and if food was real though, we ain't get feed at all that day, man. So the scripture say we gotta do double unto them. So if we ate once a day, you gotta eat once every 3 days, man, or every 2 days.
Hey, these Edomites, man. When you see Jacob in the back position with a bum, peeing on himself, beard, you know, all fuzzy, and look down, walking around, shoes busted. You can imagine that. Like, okay, he's surviving out here in the streets. That's what he looks like every day. When you look at Edomite, they have to groom their skin. They have clean leprosy. So I can imagine in the kingdom, being amongst the sun, being in the field, and they're not able to tend to their hair. Their hair tainted. There you go, right here. Lord brought them right up. Brought it up, man. Get that up. Disgusting. And the Lord just spoke it up, man.
Oh my God.
The Lord spoke it up because imagine that outside every day is you don't even want to stand next to, man. The teeth from eating the rottens. You know, their skin is all messed up. So I can imagine what Cain looked like, man. It's probably horrible to look upon, man. Yeah. You know, to even, you know, you just can't help but just stare like, hold up, make sure I don't come over here. They're moving. Oh, keep going, bro. Like, you know.
Well, look at the Germans, though. They rattled up. They rattled up those fake, those Edomites, those fake Jews over there. You know, because the true Jews are the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But they rounded them up, and what happened? Typhus started breaking out, man. You know, to the point where they had to take them individually and put them in showers and scrub their ass so that they wouldn't so that the typhus wouldn't eat them alive, man.
He saw it with their hair. That's how you know that you're nothing but beasts, man. You're really actually creatures that was, you know, from these animals, man. You know, I mean, you're in the form of man, but still, you're more closer to animals than we are, man. You know, even when they was in the caves, they had what? They had tails, man. They had tails off their backs back then. Now, a lot of them today still have them. They get them surgery removed. You don't see old Jake having his tail back here, something they could move.
That's crazy.
You know, they was all decrepit, man. You know, that's that bad gene that they have. There was something else I was going to say, man. Yeah, what you say, y'all? What's the last thing you said? Sheesh. Shit. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. But you devils, man, you the ones that.
Typhoid.
Typhus, they were taken up by the Germans.
Yeah, if you read in the Ulster Kosher, it talks about in the time with Esau, you know, how they would have lice. You know, one of the women's in that book, it was talking about how Edom, his woman, she would scrape off the crabs off her private area, and it was a way that it was to show other men, you don't want to lay down with my woman. Who wants to lay down with that? You know. Right. But another thing too, Esau. This is what I was gonna say, Tyler. Esau in their skin and also in their hair. Their hair is similar to dog's hair. They can get lice. If you go on YouTube and look at lice inside of hair, it's gonna show you nothing but Edomites, man. And they have lice, literally lice. This person is combing lice out their hair. I thought only animals get lice. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And fleas, man. Because they actually beasts, man. You know? That's right. Hey, word human means man of color, man.
Right. You know? Right. Esau is the only that mark of that curse to Cain, man, gave him that mark field so that everybody can identify him. Which we know you got Israelites that look like Edomites, but it's an identifier. It's an identicator, you know. So what you have Edomites that have no pigmentation in their skin, man. That's why they're actually red, because their blood shows forth through their skin, man. They have no pigmentation, man. So what? He's not a human.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he's actually not a human, man.
Yeah, I gotta read
Probably
this.
don't have that
What
one.
the hell is he?
Which one? Oh no, it's in the car. I didn't even remember that.
It's Job chapter 30, verse 1. It says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision. Fathers, I would disdain to have sex with the dogs of my flock.
Just talking about Esau.
Right, 'cause you would probably try and have sex with those dogs.
Exactly, because these guys, that's why you have bestiality illegal in like 10 states, man. And they're trying to press it, make it legal throughout the whole country, man. To the point where these guys are getting caught popping goats, popping animals and things like that. That's why we wouldn't keep you around our dogs, man. Because you try to have sex with them, man.
Plus you would leave them out of... Now, plus you'll get your dogs out of order, man. Alright? It's not really cool for you. I have your dog all up on the couch, sitting up at the dinner table, sleeping with him in bed. Having him lick you in your mouth for mad long and shit.
Having them licking your vagina and shit like that, man. You women.
Yeah, and that's what Esau does. Like,
Hey, Slocky, there was a YouTuber, a woman. There was a YouTube woman. I think Next News Network was talking about this as well. It was a YouTuber, known YouTuber. I don't know her name. Forgot it was a couple of maybe last year or something like that. She was actually filming herself, and when she did her videos, she was allowing her dog to lick between her legs, and she would be talking to you, but you won't see the dog. You would know the dog's there, but then I guess when she was speaking, she'd go, that she's being touched upon. When a woman's being touched upon and she's trying to talk at the same time. And it was like, damn, this woman is doing bestiality. Right on air. She's a known YouTuber. I don't know if she's still YouTubing, but
Esau, it's disgusting as hell, but they'll actually put peanut butter on their private part, man. Just to have a damn dog lick it off and shit.
And the thing that they say is the dog's tongue is cleaner than human tongue. Ain't no excuse, man. It's animal, man.
Yeah, more baseless.
Yeah,
Alright.
Facts. Not facts. It's baseless rhetoric, man.
yeah, rhetoric,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? That's all it is. And they actually passed the law in the military now, overseas now. Bestiality is legal.
Wow.
So now, if you're over there in Iraq or somewhere like that, though, it's legal. It's legal, man.
Hey, and that's that wine. That's that wine, that philosophy that all these other nations have taken a part of, man.
That's right.
Hey, but why would they not, keep them away from the dogs? Also, is because we have laws on bestiality, man.
Right.
We have a law that if you have sex with if an individual has sex with an animal, you have to kill him and the beast, man, and the animal, man.
And it says, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time desolate and waste. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
So I understand why you had to become transformed from being a man, because the Lord had to preserve you, even though you was pushed out of the earth for a little while, man. And they ate juniper roots, they ate twigs and sticks, man. How can your stomach actually digest twigs and sticks? How? You should die, And guess what? Then you got disformed, you lost how to talk. Your back didn't sit upright, you was crunched over.
Black snake.
Or Quest the Fire. Quest the Fire is a good one. And then you got the nerve to say that we all come from we evolved from animals. Nah, you do. Well, you don't actually evolve from an animal, but you're more closer to the damn animal than anyone is, man.
And he try to paint that, say that we all come from, to try to debunk what the scriptures actually say. When you go into, I can read the scripture real quick, but 1 Corinthians, start around like
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 38. But the Most High giveth it a body as it pleaseth him, and to every seed his own body.
right to every seed his own body. Man carries what? A certain seed. Apple or orange, they carry a seed specific to their species, right? So every species carries its own type of seed and will only breed its species. Right?
And it says, all flesh is not the same flesh.
All flesh. Birds have flesh, right? All animals, they have flesh. So all flesh ain't the same flesh. So where you get that we come from monkeys, man? Now, we have the same structure as far as the main foods that we're supposed to eat. Because when you go to the scriptures in Genesis 129 and 30, it tells you mainly what our food's supposed to be. Most herbs, the fruits, and you know what I'm saying, and the green vegetation. You know what I'm saying? We mainly frugivores. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what helps to clean the body, cleanse the body, and the greens and stuff that helps to build the body, the muscular stature about us, man. When you look at the elephants and stuff like that, how are they so big and strong? Because they eat the greens. That's for muscular structure, man. And the monkeys and the gorillas are what they eat fruits, man, bananas. So this shows you this is supposed to be our main source of food, man. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing too, just to throw in there, we didn't eat meat every day like we would do today.
Exactly.
But meat was a luxury. It was a delicacy.
Exactly.
It was like, oh, we got a party, oh, I'm gonna gobble in.
Yeah.
You would be a gluttonous. You know? But then guess what? During out the week, you'll be just still eating regular. Your appetite wasn't as bad because they put all these chemicals in these foods to make you want more and more and more.
Yeah, because when you go into the Apocrypha, it tells you, I believe it's around like, Sirach, yeah, somewhere there, it tells you like about the dainties, something dainty. You know what I'm saying? That's something special. That's not every day. Because it's like how the brother, it's a delicacy. You know what I'm saying? And like for instance, right? It's, you know what I mean? It's an off example, but I was watching this show over there, and this dude, this Edomite, he had went over to the Philippines, because you know a lot of people be doing that. I see even a lot of Jakes doing that. They go over to the Philippines, go get a little Filipino wife, bring her back over. They love them. You know what I mean? Love them long time. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? This Edomite had went over there to the Philippines to go get this chick or whatever, and they family prepared a dinner for him. You know what I'm saying? Being that he was coming from America, you know what I'm saying, over there, and he wanted to marry their daughter. So they had, you know, it's unlawful, but they had this big ass fucking pig, you know what I'm saying, sprawled out over the table. And then he looking at the shit, and then they offered it to him. He didn't want to eat it because he didn't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? So the family felt insulted because he didn't want to eat it. And then the girl said, like, you insulted my family. She's like, we didn't have something like this since we was little. But my parents went out their way to buy this just because you came. So that shows you how poor they was, that they didn't even eat that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? For many years ago, man. Because they didn't have it like that. They poor. So that goes to show you that meat was a dainty type of things. You know what I'm saying? That you don't have that often. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, quick reset.
Yeah.
Genesis, right?
Hey, you think about it. Look how much chicken in these damn stores, man. They gotta be GMOs in the day because they didn't damn near extinct all the animals. You know, if you're eating, you know, meat like that, think about it. Look at all these food spots. All these food spots carry chicken or hamburger. You get chicken from anywhere. That's why a lot of this shit is fake. It's not really chicken. It's not hamburger. It's fake, man.
This is Genesis chapter 45, verse 23. And to his father he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with good things of Egypt, and 10 she-asses laden with corn and bread and meat for his father by the way. Now this is when Joseph and his brothers found out that their brother was still alive in Egypt. You know, so then they sent for Joseph sent for his father to come up into Egypt, and that's some of the things that he sent with him on his way up there. It says laden with corn and bread and meat for his father by the way. But that goes to show that this was a special occasion, all right? Because they just found out that their little brother was actually alive, and that not only that he's alive, he's the fucking second in command of all of Egypt. His father is happy as hell, you know, that his son didn't die. So it was a special occasion for him to send meat in that instance, man. But, you know, back in the days, we didn't eat meat like that, man. You know, damn sure not no fucking every day like today, man. But that just goes to show you an example of a special occasion. So back in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39, says, all flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another.
Right, so the Lord gave you the whole breakdown right there, man. I mean, a beast got a certain flesh, fish got a certain flesh, birds got a certain flesh, man got a certain flesh. You got celestial beings and terrestrial beings, man. We terrestrial, we walk on the terrain, which is the earth. And you got the celestial, which goes into healing. You got them angelic in the realm and the dimension, man. They're completely different than we on earth, man. I'm saying? So you don't come from monkeys or this image that you try to paint and how the brother was getting into. Like y'all the cave does. Why you think it's so easy a caveman could do it? You know what I'm saying? So easy a caveman could do it because what? They don't really do shit. All they really do is program us, they enslave us, and they get all their labor off of us. Yeah. So that's why they say it's so easy a caveman could do it. Because they know that they the idiots. We the really ones that got the smarts and everything. When they came up out of the caves and everything, we taught them how to read, write, and all of that shit, man. We had to educate them. How the brother said, what they braid, you know what I'm saying? The braid, it means that they really couldn't talk like that, man. They was illiterate as fuck, man. Nobody wanted to be around them, man. And it's for a fact, because I did the research. When you look up, how I said they ate the juniper roots and all of that, when you look up there in the Caucasus Mountains, it's filled with marshes. And it said they mallows is filled with marshes. And where you get marshmallow from the marshes. You would have the mallows, which is the flowers, around the marshes. You know what I'm saying? So they would eat what the marshmallow groups, and they would have the stinging nettles up there. You know what I'm saying? All of that is akin to that area when you look on the geography, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's on point, man. So you can't deny these scriptures. It's all fact, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the truth, man. It can't be denied, period, man. How can a book this old describe, I'm saying, something like that back then and still describe things unto this day, man? No other book can do that, man.
Around the AMD, keep us closer to the ground. We're getting good from the 50 series tires. The Alpine bumping, but I need the volume higher. Cause the 808 from the Curly's down with rolling rain.
One nice day, motherfuckers act silly, man. I see motherfuckers out earlier where I'm at doing cookouts already, man. Check out here wilding, man. You know what I mean? One nice day out here, man.
You got to enjoy while this shit lasting, man.
Let me say this too.
Next week, that shit be fucking snowing all week. Man, it's that.
If I may say too, not only do animals and humans have different flesh, we also have different spirits as well. Okay? So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 20. It says, all go unto one place, all are of the dust and turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goes upward and the spirit of the beast that goes downward to the earth? Right. We have two different spirits, man. Different flesh and different spirits. And that goes to show that the kingdom of heaven is on earth, because what Isaiah the 11th chapter shows, tells you about the children running around with animals and whatnot, and animals not hurting each other. Well, how is that going to happen? How is that going to happen in the spiritual realm if animal spirits go down, man, into the earth, man?
Also, I just want to put in there and make mention that kills also the false philosophy that when you die, you can come back as an animal. You come back as a frog. They say, wow. They be like, no, don't kill the ant. Why you step on the ant? That could be somebody from their past. Like, get the hell out of here.
That's dumb. Why would the Heavenly Father make you as a man in one life and make you as a bug, an insect in another life? What type of shit is that, man?
You're getting the dogs.
The animals. They have that instinct, which is their spirit, but theirs is more primitive, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why Genesis, matter of fact, get that real quick, Genesis 9:2, because their instinct is primitive. You know what I'm saying? We have a much higher intelligence, man. Their intelligence, like how you before, like with the tigers and all that, and how they the lions, they whiskers. You know what I'm saying? They can pick up stuff from miles away and all that, just off the whiskers and all of that. Yeah, the ears. So they have that natural instinct, but I think much higher than that, because I think it's direct out, man. Our inspiration, man. You know, so that's go off in this lot of things, man. And that's drawn from the Most High.
You notice an animal, they can have all those abilities, but they can't write. They can't do what we do. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Hey, that's why the Lord placed man dominion over the animals, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got that Genesis.
Yeah, this is Genesis chapter 9, verse 2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you.
Oh yeah, that was pretty much the point. Yeah, that's pretty much the point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what we supposed to have dominion over everything, man. It's not supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta go.
It's not supposed to be like you go to Africa and you gotta worry about getting mauled by a lion or a fucking leopard or some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to have that fear of you as a man, man.
Yeah.
They're supposed to know that you have dominion over them, man. How you think Samson was able to slay lions and all of that, man? You know what I'm saying? How you think they was able to do that? Because we had dominion over them, man. Period. Yeah. You couldn't do that if you ain't have power over them, man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing this shit by accident. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hey, now we're so cursed. Like even like a little tiny little insect. Can you imagine if a bee fly in your house? Like right now, you lose your mind, man.
Exactly. Dogs, anything, man. We scared of dogs, man.
Yeah, little chihuahua be barking at you and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Back in Job chapter 30, verses 4, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. He says, among...
Yeah, and that was Khazaria, Georgia, Russia. Because you go up there and you look up, because what? When Edom came from their land, all right, they left the land and they migrated up to Georgia, Russia, and they settled there because it reminded them of the same structure, of the mountainous structure and terrains and caves and things like that. And that's where they went, and that's why they called the city Petra back in Edom. That's why you look at modern city. Like I say it all the time. I move out to my new location. I move out to my new location. I'm gonna do a video on it and I'm gonna show it, where you pan and you show all of New York City. And it just looks like a bunch of damn caves, mountains and caves, man. It looks like Petra, man. You know, and that's the spirit of Esau Edom, man. You know, it is in his spirit to build all these structures the way that they are, man. You know, because it all goes back to the Caucasus Mountains.
What that means? Stone, Petra?
Petra?
Oh, maybe I could be wrong.
Also, too, Petra. When you look at that Mount Seir, it looks like a lot of it looks like in Soho in New York with the pillars. You know, it's the same structure where they got those lofts in Soho in New York. You know, same concept, man. Same concept. Nothing changed.
Yeah, I got a piece of number, right?
It says, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. Now, a donkey, that's the animal that brays, man. You know, and it's pretty much like that Yahawah sound, but brother made the beautiful example of it, man. They was really like cavemen. They really couldn't talk, man.
That's like a person with no tongue. You cut their tongue out, you can't form words. You know?
They're like mute.
Mute. They quest for fire, man. That's their truth. That's their history, man. Not 300. All right, 300 is us. That's our history. Right. You want to know your history? Watch Quest for Fire, man.
Oh yeah, that's why they keep on taking it down. That's why they keep on taking it down. Exactly. He said, leave it up, man. Leave it. You proud of that, man. You see that? You know?
They don't want you to see it.
That's why the book.
Taking it down.
In the book of Daniel, said that the Most High set up the basis of men on the earth because he's the basis, lowest man.
And that's to bring shame to us, man.
Yeah. Right. And that also shows the power of the Lord. You know? Here it is. You took people. Hey, the spirit on the Lord was on them Edomites when they were eating juniper roots. You was asking before, how you gonna eat them roots and live off of sticks? Yeah. The Lord. You know, the Lord. You know, the Lord, man. Hey,
they got built up.
And the Lord was dealing with the Edomites, building them up so that they could come and take us down, man, and drive us from our land. And by the way, Petra does mean stone. It means rock.
That's why it's grievous for Esau to behold up, because that's the scripture in our Apocrypha. Is a forgetfulness in that verse, man. So Esau don't want to remember that, man. But that was you, man. That was you.
Hey, another thing he lies about too is flood, man. The tradition of the flood is the ice age, man. Yeah, right. You know? And that's what they teach in school, man. Our dream, when they learn about how the earth was, they'll talk about the ice age, man. Yeah. See? You know? He's also damn blind.
And that's what I make it my business, man. My son, their friends, or whoever the case is around, they gonna know this truth, man. I'm gonna tell them the straight up truth. Even if their parents don't tell them, I'm gonna tell them. You know, this is the truth. That's a lot, man. You know, you gotta tell these kids the truth, because these devils, if you allow them to teach your children, your child gonna grow up some other way, man. You know, I got a precept. This is Isaiah chapter 65, and I'm gonna start a little up. I'm gonna read it to the point.
It says, verse 15, ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord Yahawah shall slay you and call his servants by another name, that he who blesseth himself in the earth shall be blessed himself in the most high of truth. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the power of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from my eyes. He's talking about the elect to live godly. Hey, you're gonna live godly. The Lord gonna bless you to live godly in Him. So it says, verse 17. For behold, I create a new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall be remembered. It's like it. The former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. So when the kingdom come, because it's gonna get into the kingdom.
Right.
You know, when the kingdom come, when the earth be refreshed, because it's going to be not a new planet Earth somewhere, but even though it's a lot of more Earths, because the Lord said in my house is many mansions.
Right.
But he's talking about this place Earth, which he placed us here to live. And he wants us to live here in righteousness, man. He gave this world for our pleasures, man. He wanted us to be his living creatures here and to be in his image and to love our lives and to grow, you know?
Hey, and that word new means refreshed, you know, and it's the same thing. So what? This place, you know, Esau is making this place filthy. You know, you got a junk, plastic oceans in the middle of the Pacific and all over the world. Like, this place needs to be cleansed, and that's why this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Because before you hand over the earth and righteousness to the Israelites, you know, you have to clean the place. Right. And real quick, Isaiah 14. And 21, real quick. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the earth with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts.
And that scripture there, see, we read that scripture, you got different kids that read that, and they emphasize more of what we gonna do.
Right.
Yeah, the scriptures say we gonna do it, but it's gonna be the inspiration and spirit. When the Lord, like you said how when I said about the Edomites, how they eat juniper roots, the Lord was with them. The Lord. So the same thing in this time in the scripture, when the Lord say, he shall take the kingdom. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be just us, and that's why you carnal Israelites, man, that taking up arms and all going to do. You got to understand the scripture, man. It ain't going to be of you. The Lord said, what's that? Is that Ezekiel 25? He said, my hand, I'm going to use His hand. He said, I'm going to put my anger in you.
Right.
So it's going to be of the Lord in us, not us doing what we think we want to do. Yeah. It's going to be the Lord putting his word and His mind in us. Right. And we're going to do it, to do those things. Right. So go ahead.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts.
See, notice he said, I will rise up. How did the Lord rise up? He'll use us. The Lord will use us, just like He used Esau to come against us. So He's going to use us to rise up against you, and it's going to be Him. You know?
What's that scripture? Thou art my battle axe and weapons
of
war?
Yeah.
And cut them off from Babylon, the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. This is the point. I will also make it a possession for the bitter, the pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. So the Lord has to clean the earth with the fire, because the besom was like a broom, a sweeping instrument. You know what I mean? So the Lord is that's going to be the new heaven and the new earth. You know, you ever had a dirt? I know I had a filthy ass room before one time, and you clean it. You mean you give it a good scrubbing? You walk in and it looks like a brand new room. He's like, I don't even recognize this place, man. You know, that's what the Lord's going to do to the earth.
And when you clean up, you start to find treasures, things that were hidden from your eye. Placed down, you forgot, lost it, tried to find, don't work. Placed down, tried to find, don't work.
Yep.
Hey, just what you just read there. Like I said, you know, a lot of times I like to start reading like the other versions of the scriptures, right? So now let's go into New Living Translation.
Okay.
Right? It says, "This is what the Lord of heaven's army says. I myself have risen up against Babylon. I will destroy its children and its children's children, saith Yahawah."
Read it loud with passion.
This is what Yahawah of heaven's army says.
The army of the Lord, man. All right, this is the Lord going to do to the Edomites.
I myself have risen against Babylon, right? I will destroy its children and its children's children, saith Yahawah.
That's the Bible. That's not us. That's the Bible.
That's your New Living Translation,
Right.
right? New Living Translation.
That's genocide right there.
I'm reading the NIV version, okay? Like, people want to shy away from it, but a lot of times these other versions, man, be clear cut, man. Be clear cut. You can't get around it. This is on the NIV. I will rise up against them, declare Yahawah Almighty. I will wipe out Babylon's name and survivors, her offsprings and descendants, declares Yahawah.
That's a little try to clean it up, but it's still the same thing. It's still speaking the same message.
Right.
One more, right? I want to say that prepare slaughter, right? Let's read the New Living Translation. This is killer. This is New Living Translation. Kill this man's children. Let them die because their father's sins. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities. That's the Lord.
What precept is that? What precept is that? What precept is that?
This is Isaiah 14.
Oh, 14.
Right? It says, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. This is the NIV. Prepare a place to slaughter his children for the sins of their ancestors.
Can't get around it. Can't get around anything. That's the best. That's the best one.
NIV's on point.
That's a dagger.
On point. Yeah, right? They are not to rise to inherit the land and cover the earth with their cities.
Them other verses be coming in handy. When I first started trying to read the Bible, right before coming to the truth, read the King James version to understand. If I couldn't understand it, then I go to the other version. You know what I'm saying, to help you out. So it do come in handy. Yeah. You know, a lot of places it do go off, but it give you a straight, blunt, and direct, so you can't get around the explanation of it. People will try to twist up and say, "Well, that don't mean that because it's in the old English." But when you get to the common English, today's English, there's no way. You know what I mean? Get around. Get around.
Squeeze through, you know?
Contortionist.
Finish, man. You're done. You finished, man. Can't get around it, man. Yeah.
Or what's that thing that go under the bar and go like this?
Oh, yeah. You can't go into the bar.
Limbo.
You can't do that neither.
Hey, don't you Bojack on me.
Let me finish this. This is back in Isaiah 55 and 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not remember, nor come into mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not filled his days. For the children shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them.
You're gonna plant it where are you gonna plant it if the kingdom of heaven is in the spirit world? Yeah. You gonna plant a vine tree in the heavens? Finished, man. Johnson, you're finished.
That's even the point of a vine tree, because you can't eat or drink.
Yeah. Right. It says, and they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble. For they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord Yahawah, and their offspring with them. And they shall, children. It says, verse 24, and it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer,
And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Let's go! All praise to Yahawashi, man. You know, because all you got to think about it. The Lord already gonna know what you want, man. I'm gonna read that again. It says, it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Now this the point. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock. And the dust of the serpent, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord Yahawah. BaHaSham Yahawashi, man. No, that's the kingdom, man.
Yeah,
no, that was it. That's why I go to the next chapter.
Oh, it goes to the next chapter?
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Isaiah 11th chapter. It sounds like the same thing.
Yeah.
It's done. Action.
That nigga was hard in his mind.
Actually, and that's what, see, ain't nobody feeding that to that Satan. That's Satan, man. You know, the wind blowing.
All the
things coming in, man.
Yeah, the wind blowing and everything's like stuff around here. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Satan,
that's fucking Satan.
Yeah, definitely structured. Yeah, that's why, hey, niggas like that, like this, man. Senseless murders. When the cops kill him, should I cry? Should I cry? Yeah, nigga without value. He's born in vain. He has no purpose. His purpose is to be a nuisance, man. To cause trouble with people. You know, to start fights and things like that. We would have said something, yo, pull over. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you bothering us. That's what these niggas are worth. Nothing, man. You niggas deserve death, man. That's just the truth, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 16. Therefore, pray not thou for this people.
Yeah, we ain't praying for y'all, man. We're going to pray for the hopeful elect, man. You know, we're going to pray for those that, you know, seeking and searching the spirit of the Lord, man. You know, hey, the angels said they rejoice when one comes to repentance, man. So not even just us, you know, the angels are praying too, man, to the Lord to get right. The angels want us to rule the earth, man. You know, it's enlightened. The angels are excited because they see the men of the Lord waking up through the four corners. They know that the Heavenly Father is working. That time clock is clocking. It's ticking. It's ticking. The clock is ticking, and we almost there, man. You know, when that alarm clock go off, ring, ring, however how your alarm clock go off, guess what? Angels is coming. The Yahawashi is coming.
That's that trumpet.
Blowing the horn. You devils are finished. Go ahead, huh? Fuck these devils, man. Say these devils, man. Every last one of them niggas, man. You know, every iota of them. Like the Black Panther nigga said, every iota of a cracker. Can't stand you devils, man. You're a bunch of hypocrites. You're a bunch of liars, man. You know, we don't give a damn about no skin complexion, man. We're talking about the race of Edom. You are devils. You're that the Bible speaks of, man. You are the devil, man. No?
Yeah, people like that will call us racist, and then, but then they'll say that color doesn't matter. Then how come you didn't put this depiction as it was written in the scriptures, then, man?
White pictures in the Renaissance, man.
Color doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. Why did you knock off the nose of these statues and things? What you modifying pictures for, man? What you whitewashing them for? What you changing the complexion for? What you doing? Why? Then we bring it up. Oh, who cares about that? Who gives your America to? It's gonna be destroyed, man. Straight up. This place, man. Ain't nothing left here for this place. This place gotta go. It's a bunch of homos and degenerates, man. Look at these niggas, man. Crying over Nipsey Hussle. All right, he was a favorite type guy, cool type of guy, but that don't cut it. Still, you got to go back to the Most High. The Lord said, who knows the mind of the Lord, man? Ain't no telling what he did. He wasn't good enough for the Lord to take out, you know, and give a pleasant death. You know, the Most High had an issue, and he dealt with this issue. He belongs to the issue of death, man. And that's why you people are mad at us, because we're telling you what the Lord is doing, man. You don't want to hear that stuff, man. You know.
Hey, Nipsey Hussle will tell you to listen to us.
Yeah,
you can talk to that nigga right now. He'll say, "Yo, listen to the GMO."
Yeah, that's right, man. All of them in the spirit world from the Israelites, man. You know, they up there saying, well, Lord, when you gonna come, when you gonna send Yahawashi back, man? They don't want to come back here and do all that again, being blind to the fact, you know, being blind to the fact that not knowing this truth. If they come back, they won't want to be in the truth now, man. You know?
I got something.
Yeah. That's why I can't slack you. I just can't. I'm a vent, man. I'm sorry I'm venting shit because I'm pissed off, man. But still, man, the Lord is coming, man. I'm telling you, man. This place is done for, man.
And I can't wait for these prophecies of the Lord to actually roll harder, man. You know, at times they roll, because the scripture say, tarry, it shall tarry, but wait for it, it shall not tarry, man. So when it's going to not fully tarry, and it's going to come hard, that's it, man.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11.
Hey, get that real quick. Get that Edomite, man. Get that Edomite, man. Yeah, you on camera, man. Get that Edomite. That's exactly how you Edomite's gonna look, but even worse, man. You know, that's a fiend, man. You know, probably out here tooting. Give a bitch $10 and Edomite to suck you off, man. You know, out here chasing crack money, man. You know, sick, man.
You so be lucky to have that.
Yeah, either that or she waiting 50 minutes for a damn bus with a bunch of fucking grimy jakes and for the bus to come. Regular bus.
Yeah. And that's as best as Esau gonna get in the kingdom. You know, because all those bad Edomites, man, that's for Jake, man. We gonna leave you with shit like that, man. Even the brother Desmond was going into that, man. You're not gonna get the baddest of the bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're gonna be lucky to get some fucking disgusting looking shit like that.
The baddest of the bad, they're gonna be looking down on like today. You got the beautiful women of us, our women, they look down on us.
Yeah.
That's gonna be them.
Man, our women gonna look so damn. Our women gonna look so good. Man, you might be like, fuck Esau.
Oh yeah.
Real quick, let me grab this. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, man. And we're seeing those curses now. We're seeing a lot of these Edomites out here destitute, man. We was joking about it before camp. How the picture of the Edomite family, all right, OD'd in their car, and the cop took a picture of them, and they in the car like that. They got pulled over by the cops, and then he took a picture. Everybody with the kid in the back seat, man. Edomites is done, man.
Done.
You know?
The mom.
Yeah, just we're talking about how he's, you know, you can't stop this truth. You know, you're trying to take down brothers and pagans, man. But I'm gonna say this, right?
I see you right there.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 57. Thanks be to the Most High, which gives us the victory through our Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for so much as ye know that your labor is not in vain, you know, and our work is not in vain, man. You know what I'm saying? If brothers built up their channel for years, you know, and they took it down, guess what? It's all recorded in the heavens, man. Right. The Lord sees it, man. The Lord sees it, man. The Lord said prophesy to the wind, man. So whether you got 3,000 subscribers or you got 10 subscribers, man. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, it's all through the spirit, man. Everything's being recorded, man. You know?
Yeah, that work is sealed up and gone forever. Yeah. I guess, you know, unless they open it back up, but that work is sealed up, packaged, shut tight with the lock. Wrapped up.
Hey, brother.
Zipped up. Gone.
Hey, you kind of a new asshole, man. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, I'm good. We gotta get with the face, man. My asshole.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yahawashi, man. That's what happened to all of us, brothers, man. You know? It's been happening. It ain't new. You know? But I'm just, you know, emphasizing on that work, man. It's sealed up in the treasure box. It got a lock on it, wrapped up, signed and delivered, synced up. Gone. You know? Gone. Now it's just gone. Now we gotta do more. That's how you know the Lord said you gotta keep working. You know?
Hey, so with that, man, you know, Lord willing, was edifying. All right, we want to give all praises and all glory to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone to rule well. Honors and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
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 How you finish this, Doc?
Did it start looking dark?
Hey, how you finish this? Damn, how the fuck you change this?